I forgive the pain you gave to me so long ago. Sleepless nights I laid awake just begging to let go. I almost got to suicidal thoughts, but you stepped in. An angel sent from heaven showed me how to live again. Now I'm falling and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I don't wanna say goodbye.
Something that'll each other high, but we fall 1,000 times. But I'd never say goodbye or ever leave this stuff behind. When it's good, it's amazing. When it's bad, it's uneasy. I wouldn't have it another way. There's no other way, yeah. When it hurts like this, never like, never like, never like, never like, never like, never like, when it hurts like this, never like, never like, never like, never like, never like, when it hurts like this.
And I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our clouds when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding.
again. Trying hard, but you wanna be my friend. Ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. Here we go again. Call my bluff, I'ma be here till the end. I'm the one you ride, I'm the one you ride to. If you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. If you don't wanna change, I can help you out, 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 I can help you out. Here we go again. Time is up and I'm calling up my friends. Ain't no wonder why, ain't no one to ride to. Here we go again. Call me up and you wanna be my friend. I'm the one you ride, I'm the one you ride to. If you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. If you don't.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the New Human Open Siege tournament. Today we have the semi-finals in the upper bracket, and yeah, gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. I am Will Phoenix, also known as William, and with me I have my friend Justin. What's up?
What's up? I'm doing good, man. And you?
I'm doing great, dude. I'm doing great.
That's good. Yeah, it's gonna be a very interesting matchup, Meraki versus Titan Odyssey. But I do have a word from our sponsors. Their online nutraceutical store is finally live as of yesterday. New Human offers a wide range of world-class supplements and nutraceuticals. All of their products are backed by the latest scientific research while being the best of its kind in addressing health issues from an intracellular level. They strongly believe in integrative and preventive medicines. You can check their online store for more information on their range of products and how they could change your life at shop.newhuman.co.za.
That's awesome. So the shop is finally up.
Yep, it is. It really is. But yeah, today's game, will be going. We'll be getting into it very shortly. It's gonna be an interesting one. It is technically, like you said, it's the semi-finals. We have seen Meraki play against Titan Odyssey in the group stages. We did cast that game. It was a very interesting game. Meraki came up on top in that game. But obviously, both teams came through in the end. They didn't face each other. They're finally facing each other again now. And, well, a best of three, we have to see, if the scoreline will change or if Meraki's going to take it again.
Yeah, both these teams had a very massive and interesting journey, Justin, because Meraki plowed their way through the top, and Titan Odyssey also took out some hefty giants on their way to this position. So this is going to be quite a rematch, so to speak.
Yeah, technically. But yeah, that Monty ban, I say that is a target ban to Reds. We did see Reds, absolutely demolish teams on that Monty. But Odyssey actually just said, no, we don't want to see you play the Monty today. And he will be leaving the game for this game. Hopefully we see him next game. And the Jackal as well being banned. But your predictions for this game, who are you backing? The score is currently, I believe it's 2-2. I think we drawed still.
I think we're tied.
Yeah.
I want to give Titan Odyssey a big shot here. I feel like they came prepared.
Yeah.
I feel like they maybe did a little bit of research, and I don't know, they have a couple of plans up their sleeves to take down Meraki. So I'm gonna give it to Titan Odyssey.
Okay, yeah, then I'm gonna go with Meraki. I'm happy with that. Like Meraki, they've made us proud. They have shown impeccable, gameplay from their side. But yeah, in going on its way, we did see the Mira and the Maestro both banned as well. We haven't seen, once again, Mira played at all in the games that we have casted. Mira has been banned constantly each and every time, and the Maestro maybe twice, two or three times in the Jackal as well.
True indeed. I think Meraki has never liked Maestro throughout this whole tournament, and rightfully so. He is a giant to deal with, and that Elder, such an interesting gun and lots of bullets to contend with. So I don't blame them there. And in terms of Titan, I mean, well, both teams actually, we've never seen them in theme park, so it. Them target banning Monty, I don't know. I mean, Red's proved to be a player on that buck as well, and
Yeah.
so, and this map having a lot of verticality and a lot of stop walls, he might be coming out. I mean, he's not now, but we'll never know. He's on the Ash, so that's a little scary.
Yeah, because we did see him frag really well on the last game against ADG on Consulate, but that clash coming out from Odyssey, it's a weird one. We haven't seen much clash play this tournament, or the games that we've casted specifically, but we'll have to just see how Titans can use this clash to their benefits. As you were saying that Reds being on the Ash, it might be very scary for Odyssey, but we'll just have to see how they can play against us.
Yeah, and my take from the beginning now is that it's going to be a cash room take from above, as you would on this map. It's got a lot of verticality indeed, and those top floors are very important to take control over and establish yourself up top before you do an execution. And it looks like that's what they're going to be doing here while they gather some information. We see one of the Meraki players, Reds himself, trying to get into the hatch there, and we have the support from Reds already charging in, but it's going to be met with a couple of players from the waiting room side and yellow side, so that's going to be a mission.
Yeah, it's very slow push from Meraki at the moment. As I say that, Reds, we were speaking about him earlier, he does pick off the Jaeger drop shot, and now Odyssey in a 4v5, and it looks like Meraki have control of the top floor. Not completely, as the Mute is playing below or above, I believe. I'm not sure where, but he is going to be able to put some pressure on them. Okay, he's holding a bullet hole from the top of yellow stairs. They'll have to clear that player out if they want to try and contest this side.
I think Red's read that quite perfectly well, and he's just standing his ground and keeping that map side to the team and making sure that Titan doesn't retake it at all. And now we see some more info being gathered here. This is what you like to see. Teams droning out, finding where the other players are, and RXD taking out Vertex. I don't know where that was from, but what's interesting here is that they have the entirety of top floor, and one of them on site. They're already rushing into site. The Nomad and the Thatcher already next to the bomb.
Yeah, I believe so, and no, they're outside still. But as I say that, Reg drops the hatch, and now the clash left in a 1v5, and a flawless round from Meraki for the first round. Reds and RX just carrying that round for their team, getting a 3k and a 2k for themselves, and now Meraki really showing up and just setting the example for this game.
Yeah, that was a very quick attack round, at least. I mean, theme park, it does lend itself to be a little defender sided, but if you do attack it well enough, you can rip apart the defense. And once the defense breaks down, it's really hard to take it back. And as we saw there, once Reds and actually once RXD pushed into cash and deeper into yellow stairs and then held that area, they didn't have much to go off on and try to retake.
Yeah, that push from Meraki was just so swift, and it was well executed from them. We did see them do exactly what they needed to, and they did it perfectly. They did lose some HP, but still, they didn't lose their lives at all that round, obviously having a flawless. But it just shows you that Meraki's attacks are, something scary and really something dangerous to go against for most teams. We did see them dominate in most of their attacks in all the games that they've played. And it just shows that if you don't want Meraki to start on attack first.
No, you don't. They are swift at their attacks, and whatever map area and map control they want, they're gonna take it. And Titan is gonna have to pull up their socks rather sooner than later, because once Meraki gets on a winning streak, they've shown us before they can't be stopped. And Titan's gonna have to do something about that, especially for the fact that they brought the clash. They should be pushing Meraki back. They should be wasting a lot of time, but they're not taking full effect of that clash. I don't think. And now as we see Gohan already into Gong Room, and I mean that's one of the areas you should probably be contesting as a defender, but absolutely no presence at all. And they're gonna start working on that wall. They're throwing wall on the north side, I think it is. I think it's the south side wall. And with the Thatcher in hand, that wall's gonna get open really soon.
Yeah, it's just swift execute coming out from Meraki once again, but it does look like Titan Odyssey actually bringing the Melusi. They're holding top floor a lot. They have more presence on the top floor this time. 4 players actually top floor. If this Cade gets pushed from these 2 players in Meraki, he will be in dire need of help. But it's just he does get spotted out, so we'll have to see if this execute's gonna go down now. It does look like it, but we'll just have to see how Meraki are gonna choose to do this.
Now Reds is trying to get rid of that player by waiting room side, and he is struggling, throwing all kinds of utility at him with the nomads there to just keep him at bay. It's good to see that the Clash is rotated back. I don't know how a Clash made it that far back into Throne, but she did. And Vertex taking out RHD. That's a good pick from him. And the Thermite using a hell of a lot of health, and he's down. Gohan taking drop shot out in the process, but a lot of map control, but not a lot of success so far. 46 seconds left, and the diffuser has been dropped and not being picked up there. Cobras is just lighting up the Melusi gadget, letting the players know that she's trying to enter into that door, but they do have breach. So maybe the execution will be going down there, but Reds does go down, and the rest of the Meraki players go down, and Titan takes back a round. That's a good answer from them.
Yeah, very well played from Titans there. Just just fixing the mistakes that they made in the first round and just bringing that round back to them. We did see Verticals make a big impact upstairs on that mute. He got, I believe, a 3K for himself. Really just shutting down Meraki, and we did see some really interesting plays coming out from them. We thought Meraki might have been able to bring it back, but unfortunately they didn't. But hey, it's 1-1 still. It's still the beginning of the game. There's 2 Titans playing against each other. So yeah, we'll just have to see how this one chooses to play out.
Yeah, I'm just surprised at how Clash made it down there so quick. I think she might have dropped the hatch in waiting room side by what's this place?
Bunks
The
Hallway.
train Bunks Hallway, yes. So yeah, good on that to read that situation and fall off that.
Yeah.
So now we see the second site top floor in the office.
Yeah.
What's gonna be happening here?
An office initiation defense coming out from Titans. It looks like a somewhat of a standard hold. We do see a Goya being played and a Melusi. Obviously, Melusi's new to the whole comp scene, but she has seen a lot of play. I think most teams have taken her almost every single round. Odyssey have used her quite a lot, but we'll just have to see how that delay coming out from them. It looks like they are choosing to use a delay strat. Will just benefit them and just try and push off Meraki's swift and quick attacks.
Yeah, especially the fact that they've extended the site onto daycare as well. That's gonna give them more room to work with. We'll just have to see what Meraki has a solution to deal with this. As they attack into Cafe, they're gonna have to deal with the Melusi. I wonder if she has any Banshees in the Cafe area. So now they're gonna have to take. Looks like they're gonna try to take Cafe and Arcades. It's calling into sight.
Yeah. Oh, as I said, the Melusi got picked off there. He's down, but I don't think they know that he's down. Vegas would come to ping. He will be spotted out, but the shots won't connect, and he will maybe be able to fall away. Yep, he does get picked up, and now Odyssey is still in the run here. Haven't lost quite a lot of HP, but still have an equal man advantage. Not an advantage, but they do have an equal man count at the moment.
Yeah. The Banshee goes off, but easily dealt with by the Thermite, I think. And right now, they are looking into taking daycare, and swiftly at that. Without a single HP lost except for Reds, they are making good progress here, cleaning up the Titans, everything they put on. The Goyos, the Banshees. And they're just cleaning all of that up and just making way. And they still have 1 minute and 14 seconds left. This is one of the quickest rounds I'm seeing so far. But the execution still has to be done, so it has to go down to that. There's going to be a massive gunfight because all 5 players are alive, but Meraki has the health count.
Yeah, now Meraki really making work. 50 seconds left on the clock. They have to start making a push. We do say a lot of the Odyssey players playing these weird angles and just trying to peek, but a lot of damage being done. As I said, RX does pick up one. He does get refragged by Slybite, so well played from him. But now Meraki coming in, and well, there we go. Sandals picks up one for himself, does pick off, and another Nitro coming out from drop shot. It's unfortunate that he didn't get picked off, and Sandals answers back and gets a second for himself. And now Red's in a 4v1 situation. We really doubt that he's touched it. He does get one for himself, but now 20 seconds left on the clock, has to climb a huge mountain. Picks up another one for himself, a double. Now, will he be able to find these final 2 players of Odyssey? He does shoot some warning shots, and that gives his position away. And there we go, Slybite able to connect the shots and win that round out for Titans. Well played from them.
Ooh, I was sure that was going Meraki's way, but yeah, the Titans' hold on initiation was just impeccable. Extending that site and falling back and just holding their ground and not letting an execution happening there really paid off for them, and well played to them.
Yeah, really well played from Titan. They're just looking much better now. I think the first round they just caught a wake up and fixed their mistakes, and now Meraki, their attacks looking swiftly, but Odyssey is not letting it happen. They just carry on pushing them back and just not allowing them to come into sight. But we will be seeing a bunk daycare defense. It's going to be an interesting one. We'll have to see how Odyssey want to hold this, if they'll have an extended hold into office side, or if they'll choose to hold arcade and maybe cafeteria.
Yeah, I must say there's a lot more vigor in Titans gameplay today compared to when we saw them play against Meraki the other time. They're a lot more aggressive and a lot more meaner, and that makes for an interesting match because, as you know, Meraki is very aggressive in terms of their attacks and their gameplay. So the clash is very interesting indeed. So now we see a bunk and daycare site, and obviously they're going to extend into initiation and probably into office. They might have a rotation into office side. So we'll see how that pans out, whether Meraki is going to take cafe, or it looks like they're going for cafe side and not cash room. But we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, as I said, I think I called it, but Odyssey will be holding from cash and initiation side, really just holding those areas. But it looks like Meraki is going to take the cafeteria side. So if they can do it swiftly enough, they could probably put a lot of pressure on Titans, because their players that are sitting currently in cash won't be able to really give much of an impact to this attack. But yeah, if you guys let us know in the chat who you guys are supporting, and how you think this outcome. As well played from Reds there. To, pick off drop shot. That's a very good operator to get right to the beginning. That Malusi, there's her utilities at least put down, but still the MP5. Obviously her gun did get changed, but the MP5 nonetheless is still a pretty decent gun to have on your lineup.
Now RXD sneaking into cafe here unnoticed, and that's over my charge. I thought it was one of those alarms. There's also jumped down from the hatch to reclaim cafe and yellow stairs. This is a good push from Meraki, and now they can start opening up the wall, which is the one they're going to be making the assault into. They still do have a lot of players from Titan to deal with, and Cannibal drops a 2k so far in the round on that. I don't know who the player was, but Kingzo blinded still takes Sandals out, but Vertex does take Reds out in a process. Thatcher Thermite, the dynamic duo, has to clutch this out. He does get one of them. Now they have to find two. A trade-off, and now we only have Gohan left on his own.
Yep.
If anyone can clutch it, it can be him.
Cannibal really just taking Meraki apart this round, getting a 3k for himself. The player of Verticals does get spotted out. The wallbangs coming out from Gohan does not connect, does do some damage, but now Gohan with 50 seconds left on the clock has a big wall, has to clutch this 1v2. Obviously one player is on full HP and then another on 25, but still he has lost quite a bit of HP now, and he has to start making a push. The players know where he is, but will he be able to spot them out?
Doesn't know about the rotation on set.
As that happens, Cannibal getting a 4k for himself. Really well played from him. Just tearing them apart, tearing Meraki apart. Look at that angle from him, just showing his skill and just really, playing exceptionally well at the moment.
What are these band waves? So the band wave is going down. If you love to see a band wave, get them out of here.
Okay, so people in the chat are asking me to shout them out, so I'm just gonna shout out my friend quickly. Go follow him on Twitter, at r6_Edward and at Neekstro on Twitter. Just follow them if you guys really want to. They wanted me to say it. Just go check them out. They do post a lot of good content.
Shameless advertising.
Yep, there's advertising. Now, back to the game. Odyssey at a 3-1 lead now. Well, we saw Meraki take the first round. We really thought, it was in their favor. We didn't know what to expect. We thought, okay, more swiftness coming from Meraki, and it just looks like Odyssey are just really shutting them down and just showing them exactly what they're made of. I think they are more reformed than last time. We did obviously see them struggle a bit on the concert game versus Meraki in the group stages, but they have played a lot of games since then. They have played against really good teams, and they did take a lot of wins on those teams. They did beat, I believe it was 80k in the quarters or round of 16, and well, then they've obviously came through to now play against Meraki.
Yeah, they are on the roll right now, and yeah, it seems like Titan is more in control more than Meraki this time, and that's kind of scary. When will they wake up? Because they need to get some rounds back on the board as the Meraki that we've seen and known. But nonetheless, back in Throne Room, we'll see if this is going to be a different take. It looks like they're going to be taking it from the same side. Somebody's struggling with a drone. Yeah? Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, I'm really just struggling there, but I just like to point out that on Meraki's side, they're really struggling. I can see it because if you look at the scoreboard, Reds is obviously top fragging on Meraki's side and really trying his best, but now we see RX, spotting out this play involved, this smoke, this mute, and the nitro comes swinging out, and well, there goes RX, but there is a trade. A nade for a nitro. Well played there. A 1-for-1 trade from Meraki and Titans, and now in a 4v4 we see Meraki looking much better at the moment. We do see them have this armory war open already. The Clash is contesting them, but now we have to see if they can really clutch this out and carry on using that aggressive play to take this round for themselves.
Yeah, they've been here before. They've been in this situation before. They've been this close to tasting a victory into Throne Room, and it didn't work out so well for them. But now it looks like the situation is a little better. If they can just drone again into Throne Room, they might know about the guy lying down. At the moment, they don't know about him, but Cannibal does take Gohan out. I'm not sure if Cannibal was the guy lying down. I'm pretty sure. No, it wasn't. I think it was the Jaeger. Anyway, they still have the clash to deal with on that throne wall, and Drop Shot tries to go for a run out and fails. They're now going to be opening the wall in barrels.
Barrels, yes, barrels.
This is going to be a problem for Titan. Having both walls open, they are going to be sandwiched, and you see the sandwich. If the clash turns around, she's going to have her back facing to the other side. So she does make it out of the situation. No, she doesn't. I thought there was hope for him, but there's still a player in Throne Room, or is it Meraki's player? It's Meraki's player.
Yep, it's Meraki. 20 seconds left on the clock and this plant will go down. No, it won't. Sandals just cancel it out. Kings who are not watching the correct door, and well, there we go. Cannibal just picking him off and clutching up the round now for Titans. 4-1 lead on Throne. This is looking much better from Titan's side. Really just, putting in the work, showing that they are dominating this game. But it does look like, obviously, Theme Park is a defender-sided map. So if Meraki can get one more round, they can still try and bring it back on their defense, because that's basically the norm on how the swap should go. But yeah, it's looking like that. If Titan Odyssey can get a 5-1 split, then it's looking very dire for Meraki. We have seen them come back before, but we'll have to just see if they can come back in this matchup.
Yeah, I wonder why they planted over there. If they had the entirety of that throne side, that might have seemed like a better option.
I think so as well, because
but
they did
maybe the time was running out, and they had to make a decision quick, and that was the best thing for them to do.
Yeah, it really just, I think they could have planted there, but because they didn't have they weren't running out of time, to be honest. They had still 20 seconds left. There's enough time to rotate and go for that plant. But even if they wanted to plant there, maybe it would have been better if Kingso just watched that door, I believe. If he watched that door and picked off Sandals, then it would have been their round, because the plant was going to basically be, it was going to be down. Unfortunately, he didn't watch the correct angle, and well, they got punished for it. And well played from Titans to just clutch that one out.
Yeah, good thinking from them. They thought quick and well on their feet. And now, Drug Lab. Well, it's no longer Drug Lab, is it? It's just Lab. I think.
No, it's Drug Lab. It's Drug Lab.
Is it still Drug Lab? I thought they changed it. I thought they took out the contraband name out of it. But anyway, now Gohan is expecting some sort of run out from Barrel. I think he's gonna want to take control of Barrels, as the Thermite and the Ash are gonna contest the Drug Lab directly. No top floor presence. I am incorrect. There's a look upstairs trying to take Cafe, which is a very good spot in the map to take.
I thought you meant from the defenders, because I was going to point out there was none, but then I see now there is somebody playing in the small kitchen area all the way by bunks, or daycare, I believe. No, it's bunks. Yeah, he's in bunks now currently. It's a Jaeger roaming. But we do see now Meraki trying to clear that Jaeger out. They are putting in the drones. He is playing by himself, so if they can pick him off, there's not going to be anybody in the correct position to refrag him. So it will be basically a life wasted. But Reds with the team kill on Oryx, not the right player. You must shoot the Jaeger, not the nuke.
He was probably expecting the Jaeger to rotate to where Kingzo is right now, but what exceptional thinking by Sandals, rotating out of, is it break room? Yeah, rotating out of break room into barrels. That was quick thinking at its best, and he had a teammate down in barrels, the Castle, I think, to help him. So That was quick thinking. Well played.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate for Meraki side now. A round that they need to win to keep them going, and now I still believe that they can try and bring it back. The play does get spotted out. No shots will be connected, but now this aggression from Odyssey might punish them. And there we go. Sandals picking up Reds, and now they're in a very much disadvantage. A 3v5 with 30 seconds left on the clock. No control over the site whatsoever. Information just coming out. It's not looking so good for Meraki at the moment.
Yeah, now they're just peeking. Well, they are forced to peek anyway. But the one they let get away has been out. Turmoil in Meraki side.
The team kills just coming out from Meraki, just putting them in a devastating, round, just in a devastating position now, in a 5-1 disadvantage to them. It's not looking so good. This is not the Meraki that we have seen so far in the tournament, but this is a much better Odyssey, I would say. Much better Titans coming out or much better Titans, in general. Them just carry on. What? I lost my words there. Sorry.
You lost me too, actually.
I don't know what I was trying to say, but it's said and done. But yeah, now a 5-1 split. Bunks and Daycare first side coming out for Meraki. Well, you have to see how they choose to hold this one.
Yeah, Titan looking really powerful. We'll see if they carry on with the assault into attack. And for every bullet, it's just a name popping into the bandwave.
Yeah, it looks like that. So you stop shooting, then we won't get bans.
But yeah, so it seems like a kind of a similar hold, although they are reinforcing office completely. In exception to the vault wall facing cafe. But it does look like an extended hole, similar to Titan, but a little different here and there. We'll just have to see what's different and whether it will work or not.
Yeah, just it really looks different coming out from Meraki. I don't think I've seen a hold like that before, but it will have to see how they can make it work. But it looks like a similar or more default take coming up from Titans, taking that cash office area. I think they are sending 4 people there, and 1 is pushing from behind or below. I'm not quite sure where that last player is. It does look like, well, where is he?
Find him!
Okay. I don't know where the last player is, but this push coming out from Odyssey now just really looking swift, and now we see them have full control of office and initiation. No, not initiation. Sorry, just office. But it, just looking much better from them on these attacks.
Yeah, the line is drawn. You can see the red and blue, and you can actually draw a line in between 2 teams right now if you look up from the top view of the map. And slowly Titan Odyssey takes control over by yellow. So Meraki's going to be heavily pressured here, and they're going to have to get a pick or 2 to advance a little bit, but we see the Nomad already putting down her air jab, making sure that nobody pushes them, and probably she has put down the other air jabs, and as I say that, she gets taken out in a hallway. Red's taking out Cannibal, and Sandal's taking out Gohan. Good trade, 1 for 1, but no, Vertex says no, 1 for 2, buddy.
Yeah, now just advantage back to the Odyssey side, and as I say that, RX picking off verticals, and now back in a 3v3 with a minute left on the clock. It does look like Dropshot is trying to make a rotate to those arcade stairs, but this player, I believe, Cobra's playing initiation, will get spotted out. They do know his position, and now he will be getting pinched. He does get spotted out. He turns his back, and well, there we go. Slybutter picking him off, and Sandal's getting 1 for himself, picking off Reds, and now Odyssey in a 3v1. This my left on yellow stairs picks 1 for himself, and Dropshot gets the final kill, and a match point for Odyssey.
This is looking like a reverse from the
previous
last time we saw them play. Yeah.
Just some
No,
inside
admin. No,
no,
no, admin. No.
a bit of inside jokes coming out there. But yeah, a match point for Odyssey looking much better for them from the last time we saw them play against Meraki. Really changed up their works. We did not see them play on theme park, so maybe they're a bit more comfortable on theme park than they are on consulate than Meraki is. But at the moment, it really looks like they have their strats in order. They know what they're supposed to do, and they just winning their gunfights. They're doing what they're supposed to, and it's just looking much better from them.
Yeah, and winning their gunfights they are indeed. And against Meraki, that is a tall order, but Titan Odyssey is looking like a powerhouse right now. So, yeah, it is their map, but I mean,
I believe it was
that's the
Meraki's
way.
map.
Is it Meraki's map? Am I getting it confused?
Yes,
oh my
it was
word, this
Meraki's
is
map.
even way more dangerous. Yeah, the situation is way more worse for Meraki now. Only one round on your own map, and you are now in defense, and you just lost your first defense. Titan Odyssey is gonna ride on that momentum right now. They are gonna ride that down.
We'll have to see, if it's going to be a change of events or if it's going to be a constant. Now I take your map, you take my map in the next ones, because I believe we are going into Clubhouse next, and then Cafe is our decider map. So if Meraki can take Clubhouse, then it's just I don't know, because then it's difficult to say if it was their map pick. Theme park being Meraki's map pick, Titan Odyssey winning that map pick, and then Meraki beating Titan Odyssey's map pick on Clubhouse. It could happen. It's a very weird change of events, but we'll have to just see how it chooses to play out.
I'm looking at this lineup right now, and I'm thinking there's going to be some bandit tricking going down. You have your Kaid and your mute, unless if the mute is just there for information denial, or maybe to just slow down the push onto the wall and give bandit a chance to bandit trick. Titan obviously just
this aggression
plowing through the map swiftly, way more swift than Meraki did. And as I say that, Red takes out Vandals. Bandit trying to push in, but he gets denied unknowingly that somebody was in barrels. Sledge now rotates onto main stairs, or arcade stairs as we know it, pushing into Cafe. Doesn't know about the player. That almost looked like a headshot, but it wasn't. But now the Jaeger's trapped in Cafe. Sledge, just quick thinking and rotating down. He knows the player's there. He's not trapped in there. No way for him to go. He's gonna eat up a grenade.
Yeah. Just getting pressured there, Reds. Unfortunately, he did pick off 2 for himself in that round, but now it's back to a 3v3 and advantage of Titan Odyssey, as RX lost a lot of his HP, but we did see Reds just there getting pinched completely in that cafeteria area. Well played from Odyssey to really just, pinch out that player and just, get map control now. They have full control of upstairs, and now with a minute left, they have to start making a push onto this site.
Which is going to be a very difficult situation without their hard breach at the moment. They do have top floor control, and they do have a little bit of verticality, but only onto the other side of Throne Room, the north side of Throne Room. The south side of Throne Room is partially solid, so you can't really have a lot of verticality on that side of the room. So if Meraki's smart, they maybe might take advantage of that. But no, somebody's in Gong Room. They are gonna have
that shot from vertical. Sorry to interrupt you there, but it's just they didn't even see him. He just pre-fired, and he does down RX now, but he does not know. And 13 seconds left on the clock. They have to make a push onto the site. Well, there we go. Gohan gets picked off. Slybiter picks one for himself, and well, there we go. First round to Titan Odyssey on a 7-1 victory for them. Good half for them on this map or this matchup.
Whoa, very one-sided.
Yeah, it was very, well played from Odyssey. I'm not going to take their credit away, but we didn't see Meraki play up to their standards in this matchup. They really struggled. Reds and RX, well contributing to the team. They were top fragging on their side, but the rest of the players just struggling to bring something in. I think they were doing what they're supposed to, but they weren't doing it better than Odyssey could, counter that. It's unfortunate from them. We have to see, if they can change up how much better they will play in the second matchup in Clubhouse. Like I said, if it can go to that that changing that, no, it's my matchup, and then you take my map and then I take your map. But we'll just have to see, because Odyssey at the moment is really playing well, and they are, I would say, sweeping the floor with Meraki.
Yeah, they are looking very mean, and they look well prepared. And Meraki on their own map with this kind of score don't seem very prepared at all.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but a 7-1 on your own map, that shouldn't happen. But nonetheless, it's just map number 1. We don't know. Like you said, it might be a turn of event that it's you take my map, I take your map kind of situation. And hopefully so, because we want to see a third map. I want to see Cafe.
Yep. A third map will really just show how good these teams really are, just to take it to the full extent. At the moment, obviously, Odyssey is on top. But we're not going to count Meraki out. We know how they are supposed to play. We know how they are, used to and fond of playing the game. I think there were a couple matchups where they did play Clubhouse. Unfortunately, didn't watch them, but I think those matchups that they played, they did win. So we'll just have to see. I haven't seen Odyssey really play on Clubhouse. I did see it in the Titan tournament a while back, and they did pretty well back then, but that was when they were still, a newish team. And obviously with the roster changes on their side, we have to see, how much better their Clubhouse is, or if Meraki can top that and bring it back for themselves.
Yeah, as we head onto Clubhouse, new map. Guys, if you are watching, or if you just joined us, this is match number 2. The previous match was in Theme Park. And if you're enjoying these tournaments and these matches, please do like and subscribe and hit that bell notification, because it helps us a lot.
You're stealing that spotlight.
Yes, I am. I'm trying out new things here.
Yes, that's good. At least I don't have people don't have to hear me say that 24/7 in each and every game. Yes, that's what I need to say.
I can't take that away from you.
Yes, don't take that. Remember to hydrate. Remember to get yourself a glass of water, get a bottle of water, stay hydrated. It's very hot today. It was very hot. I believe it is still hot, even if it's dark outside. But yes, get yourself a glass of water, stay hydrated while you watch all this action coming out from Meraki versus Titan Odyssey. Obviously, the previous matchup was one-sided, but we'll have to just see, how Meraki change it up. The score is currently 1-0. If you didn't tune into the previous game, Odyssey took the win 7-1 on Theme Park. Meraki's map looking very dire for them, but we have to see how they will change it up and play in this matchup.
What was it? Was it Meraki or Maestro that banned? Meraki or Maestro. Was it Meraki or Titan that banned Maestro the previous match?
I don't recall who. Maybe it was Meraki, because you did say that they don't like playing against the Maestro.
Yeah.
Or it could be Titans, but nonetheless, Maestro won't be getting played at all in these two games. And the Monty, again, they did obviously do their research, saw how Raids played on the Monty, and they're just, shutting him down completely now at the moment with that Monty and the pushes coming out from Meraki with that side. That's okay, man.
Working as well.
But as I say that, the Mira coming out from Odyssey on Gym and Bedroom, I did say that Mira hadn't got played once in the game that we played, and now she's finally getting some love. So,
no, she's a meta changer, this one. So, this is gonna be interesting. I haven't seen a Mira play in comp matches for a very long time. So. This is good to see. It's very refreshing. Very refreshing. I want to see what interesting things. Obviously, when it comes to comps and tournaments, when an operator is banned so much, a lot of teams don't even bother including them or she into their strats, and it's good to see that Mirror's still alive.
Can I just point out that jacuzzi wall did not get reinforced?
Not at all.
It did not get reinforced. They made head height holes all along it.
But that's the power of the mirror, you see.
Yes, but I'm just want to point out that the strats coming out and there's no rotate gym, so it's a very interesting hold coming from Odyssey. Not something that I've seen a lot, or we're very fond of. As I say that, there we go. There the rotates being made and the floor holes coming out. So it might have just been some late setup.
No, not too much. Not too bad. Not too much of a late.
Yeah, not
Not at
really.
all.
But that mirror now not being able to be used at all because the Hibana just take out that mirror window and now the strat is gone completely. Oh, and a flashbang coming out. Cobras is blinding himself there.
I think he thought he had a claymore, maybe.
Yes,
He was
I
close
think
to
so.
the window.
I really think so.
But yeah, interesting that a mute didn't help the mirror out. But yeah, that is the mirror nullified, and the push coming in from the west wall.
A double kill coming from Titan Odyssey now, getting that Sophia. Ooh, and a Nitro coming again. I believe that was Slybutters, yes. Now a 5-3 lead for Titan Odyssey. Really looking dire for Meraki at the moment. They have
Cobra's
to
looking
spot out. Yeah, they have to spot out 5 players, and well, there KingSo spot out 1, but now a 2v4. They have to try and make something if they want to clutch this round, or will we see another dominating game coming out from Titan Odyssey?
Oh, a drop shot does take out KingSo. Cobra managed to take out Sandals, but he's left all alone now. He doesn't know about the guy in cash room. He's a head from a little broken barricade. Manages to take him out, but now he needs to find 2 more. The Melusi only with 5 HP, and the Mutant 4 HP. We'll see what he has in store for this round. He does take a couple of shots in. He can't jump into that window because his feet are going to be clearly noticeable and be shot from there. Long range shot from off the side. A jump out from the mute doesn't work out, putting Melusi in a bad situation as she was the one with the low HP, and now she has to deal with the thermite. Not much of a fragging type, but gun is still powerful enough to get the job done. He has 15 seconds left. He has to make a push. He either has to plant or find the player, and it's most likely going to be find the player and kill him, because as soon as you get that plant down, the player is going to come for you. Or he can use the grow your shield, but he chooses not to. Melusi runs away and claims the round.
Yep, it really just looks like Cobra's just panicking there at the end, not knowing what he wanted to do. Had 20 seconds left. He could have gone for the plant, baited it out. He did choose to then push the player, but then he backed out and then decided to plant again. So it's just in that situation, you need to decide on to do one thing. You can't be changing your mind the whole time. So it's either go for the person or go for the plant. And it just looked like Cobras was unsure of what he wanted to do, and well, it costed him the round. But very well played from Titan's side. They're just dominating. Almost a clutch from Cobras coming out there. Cobras and KingSo are almost trying to bring that round back for their team. Unfortunately, they weren't able to, and Titan Odyssey just came on top on that one.
Yeah, I want to say there was a little bit of too much aggression from Titan, maybe getting into their heads, but I mean, I don't know. It's still advised in that situation to kind of leave your 5 HP friend stranded and go for a run out. But he thought it was going to work out, and it didn't, and I'm sure he knows it as well. He knows. But anyway, they now go to Cash and CCTV.
10 seconds to insertion.
Yes, it's now we'll be getting back to the more
5 seconds
standard, you know, side rotations, and it does look like a standard side ball from Odyssey. Nothing too special or you know very weird. But I just want to point out that people asking in chat for the OG versus Run Shot game, it is being recorded, so it will be posted as soon as you know, as soon as you know it's finished or as soon as the casting is done over it. But yeah, it will be posted, so don't worry about that because it's obviously two very interesting games and very strong games coming out tonight. But yeah, just this push coming from Meraki, just well, I can't really say much at the
Bomb has
moment.
been located.
Nothing really is going on, but it does look like they're trying to get this going as quick as possible.
Yeah, it does. It seems like a standard take. Open garage wall, trying to get the person either in rafters 3 or in window down, or stop them from bandit tricking, and open the wall. I mean, they do have the Maverick, so he can also do it in
Attacker's bomb diffuser has been
good
dropped.
timing fashion. But Reds is already in garage. And it fails. She was in such a prime spot and given away so quickly, and that was a good shot from the catch player. But Vertex does go down, and the Zofia goes down as well. Was that a run out or
No,
a jump out?
it was a peek from that blue window. Cannibal there on the Wamai, just really now tearing them apart. He will be making a rotate back, but now we're back to a standstill. A 4v3 currently, 1 minute 20 left on the clock. And now Meraki have to try and get side control. They do have rafters, they do have that CC breach open, but now they have to spot out those players and you know try and get that knockdown.
There's a flank coming from bottom, from lounge onto CC, but Cobras does read it. Well played for him. I think there's another one coming. He might
Yes,
not know
another one
about
in lounge. Yes, the Wamai, I believe it's the Wamai. Yep, down below, just holding that angle. Will rotate up and there we go. More ban waves, more cheaters getting banned. But back to the game, we do see
This is a good
Meraki.
situation for Meraki. The plant is going down and impact grenades coming off, but not really causing that much of an impact. And so Wamai goes down, the thermite gets shot from behind by the teammate and by the enemy. The plant is down nonetheless. We only have drop shot and Sly Butter left, and Sly Butter gets taken out by RXD. And now there's only drop shot for 10 HP left, 20 HP left. Doesn't run out trying to check if anyone's out, but he does know about the Zofia. Zofia finishes the job. Well done,
Yep.
Nico.
Well played from Meraki there. Now bring it back to a 1-1. We did well. It's exact recall of events. There was a Valcam giving intel, so Odyssey did have intel on those players. They weren't able to capitalize on that information, but still well played from Meraki to just capitalize on those mistakes from Odyssey and really just hopefully we see them playing a bit better now, but still it's too early to say. But yeah, well played from them.
Yeah, Titan only let them take 1 round in the previous match, so will it be the same situation, or is Meraki fighting back harder this time? So they go back to CCTV, they know what mistakes they did, and they're going to be fixing that. They bring the Valkyrie again. I wonder if Meraki has read the situation. No, they haven't. As an IQ would have been very influential in this round, but maybe they don't need him. It worked out with the Valkyrie there and them not having an IQ. But yeah, we'll see how it works out this time.
Yeah, now Odyssey choosing to go back to CCTV. They did change out the Wamai, I believe, for a bandit now instead. But now it's just looking, we have to see if that change is going to help them, or if Meraki can carry on a bit and maybe build a bit of momentum, and if we will see a third map, or if Titan Odyssey will take this one once again and then have a 2-0. Maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. I wonder if that Habana is going to be... Yeah, it looks like the Habana is going to be doing the same thing as the previous round. It's looking like a similar take. They might have to change up a few things here and there because I think Titan Odyssey knows what's coming. So you are literally forced to change up a little bit. Or you might not need to because, you know, what worked, and you may not want to change what worked. So that. But no Thatcher on board, but they do have the Maverick and the Sophia to try and get rid of whatever is stopping the wall from being reached. And it's looking like it's a mute jammer coupled with bandits? No, not coupled with bandits, just a mute jammer.
Yeah. Yep, just getting that wall open now from Meraki's side. Well done from them. 2 minutes left. But it shows how swift that was. You know, not wasting any time at all. And now using that droning information, they're watching for that blue play once again because obviously, you know, it was an impactful play coming out from Cannibal that previous round. But we do see now, you know, Odyssey also changing up their strat, as you said, that they want to. They're holding logistics side a bit more this time, and they do not have anybody playing in the bottom floor as we did see previously.
Yeah, and now Kingzo is trying to make sure that that doesn't happen again because they kind of ruined their plans before. But now they Titan is paying more attention to the bedroom side of things, and it's not working out for them at all. But they're also paying more attention to the rafter side, which is a very good thing because last time it was completely neglected and it worked against their favor. So it's good to see that they're paying a bit more attention to it. But Kingzo does take out drop shots. Sandals taking out Kingzo, good refrag, and to uneven the man count as they won it in their favor.
That bandit was stuck on the wall there, but he was able to rotate, and now a 4v3 for Meraki, looking much better from them, keeping that momentum going. And now Odyssey have to hold out this round. You see the players struggling to rotate out, but 30 seconds left. Sandals getting a double for himself, kick off one. Verticals adding in as well, and now Cobra's getting the refag for them, and now 2v2 for Meraki. Have to get this plant down. 20 seconds left on the clock. They will be trying to spot out the plays. A wall, free fire coming out from Cobra's, picking off, I believe it was Slybutt on red stairs, and now Sandals in a 1v2 has to get the plant. He's looking at the floor. He doesn't know where the play is, and fortunately, Red Oryx swings wide, and Sandals not able to connect his shot. And now, you know, advantage to Meraki.
The thermite was on the other side of the box anyways.
Yeah, but it was scary there because Sandals was not sure where exactly he was planting, so he was looking down at the floor, and it was just very confusing to watch.
Yeah, he was popping 360s and 180s.
Yeah. But well played from Meraki there, really just now using their momentum to bring them back into this game. I don't believe Odyssey, this is the last we would be seeing Odyssey play. They are a monster. They have been really performing. They are a monster of a team. So, you know, we'll just have to see if they can, you know, counter Meraki's pushes and just change something up.
As many bombs as they can.
Yeah, now they're going to church. Yeah, switching over to the Wamai. I just can't remember if it was Cannibal who was on the Valkyrie or not. But nonetheless, they do have the Wamai this time. So, a completely different site this time, in the sense that it's all the way at the bottom floor, the other two sites are all the way at the top floor. So, might be a change of pace.
Yeah, really, we haven't seen them play down below. Obviously, they haven't chose to got there, but this is their first round going there because they see that CCTV is not working for them. They did lose both times there, so we'll have to just see how they choose to hold Church and Arsenal, and if it will be a better side for them.
Yeah, but more interestingly, we got RXD almost taking a shot from Sophia. But Sophia is a very militant lady and she knows how to control her weapon. So, a push onto cash room. Doesn't seem like they're going to be clearing all the way from top floor. They might drone it just to make sure. Which is a good idea. We see Cobra's pre-firing in and thanks to the Jackal scan, the Inox making sure that those roamers aren't roaming freely at the top floor, and now they're gonna have to deal with whoever's roaming up there. Might be the Jaeger, I believe it is.
I believe it could be either one. It could be the Malusi, the Vigil, or the Jaeger. We do see 3 of those ops. It does look like the Vigil up top there. I'm looking through the outlines. It is the Vigil. He is playing on top main stairs now, but we will see Meraki starting to push them up out of there. We do see the drone work coming from them, and yeah,
Yeah, good sense of urgency. I don't think they wanted to start all the way from the top. I think they just wanted to drone the top and just take it from the ground floor. But now they realize they have to deal with the guy up top, and knowing that it's a drop shot, they're gonna have to deal with him very quickly. And indeed, they're gonna have to deal with him because he's causing a lot of damage as he takes out Cobra, and that's their heart breacher gone. They do still have Reds on the health banner, but oh my word, drop shot
Drop
is
shot.
cleaning up the attackers here in casual.
yeah, drop shot just really tearing them apart at the moment, and RX answers back, getting Cannibal, and World Sandals gets
Attackers
enough
have
for
located a
himself,
bomb.
or one for
Attackers
himself as
recovered
well.
the bomb.
Sly Butter just lit up there by RX, and now Meraki in a 2v4, but the players on Odyssey's side are low on HP, but we'll have to just see that Jaeger is making a rotate here to the kitchen. Will they be spotted out? I don't think so, and you know, it's looking Meraki. Oh, there we
Focusing
go.
on that.
Sandals just gets killed. The Sandals really just making a really good flank there. Picks off both players in the kitchen and just funds Titans that round there, clutching it out.
Did you rotate from stock outside?
He did.
and
He did.
to-
He did.
Didn't they get the prompt though?
No, they didn't. It's maybe they didn't have a drone there or intel. But he really made a run through there because he didn't get spotted. So yeah, just well played from him at least. But if you guys are just joining in on us now, the score is currently 2-2 for both teams. It is Meraki versus Titans. Titans does have a map advantage. They did win the first map on Theme Park, a 7-1 victory for them. And yeah, we just also would like to thank our sponsors, New Human, for sponsoring this tournament. You guys can go check them out at shop.newhuman.co.za. They did release their
Attackers need to
online
locate
shop
and defuse the bomb.
yesterday. So yeah, just go check them out. They do have some really good products. And, you know, they appreciate all the support.
Bandwave.
Yeah, just this fan waves once again. But we do see a Cav coming out from Odyssey now. It's a weird operator, but we have seen Dropshot play. I personally have seen him play Cav before, and he's dominated. So we just have to see how he's gonna choose to play this. It looks like he is gonna play a very late flank all the way down in the basement.
5 seconds left
But
before
just,
insertion.
you know, some interesting strats coming out for them because they do have a
Attackers are
pulse as
moving
well
out to locate
in
a bomb and
CCTV.
defuse it.
So I don't
Yeah,
know.
they are playing heavy
weird.
into the intel. Yeah, it is very weird, but I think it's gonna work pretty interestingly well,
Yeah.
to say the least. Because yeah, Cav is a weird band in big matches like this in comp, but yeah, it could either go well for you or it could really fall in your face. And the Mavericks starting to work on that wall freely at that, just making a solid line across, and they're probably gonna get rid of whatever's there, including Sandals on the Jaeger with a couple of those bullets.
Yeah, and now setting up the same drones as they were, trying to watch those cheeky angles that Titans tried to pull off. And now the wall is getting taken by Meraki with 2 minutes left, but it's looking pretty swiftly from them. We do see them take that CC wall for the 3rd time now in less than a minute. So it's very good from them. But now Odyssey just very disadvantaged at the moment in a 4v5. But Rage does lose a lot of HP, and the Cav does get spotted out on dropshot. Instead, oh, there we see her run past, and now zooming through. But she does decide to run on the floor, and they have to push this player out. They will double peek her, but will they be able to connect the shots? That's the thing. Shotgun in hand on the Cav. Jackal and Hibana just taking it slow, wasting their time, or just taking their time to really push this player out. But it still looks like they are there watching. He does get spotted out. Cav does get picked off, and there we go. Oryx gets one for himself, and Kingso gets a second for himself, picking off the Goyo, I believe it was on rafters, and now a 5v2 from Meraki. One player playing on red does get picked off. Not sure where the last is. Oh, it's Pulse all the way in the basement. Could deny the plant, but he first has to get close to be able to deny. It does get spotted out by both players. And a flawless round from Meraki. Well played from them. But we did see previous game, they did get a flawless, and Titans wasn't afraid of that. So I don't think it will, bother them at all.
Yeah, CCTV and Cash is not Titan's sight at all. Losing every single one of them, yeah.
That's very dangerous. Site, especially if it's the site you've played the most, and you couldn't win it once. It just shows because you won gym and bedroom, and then you won kitchen. So it just shows that CC being the most common site, and losing it all 3 times, it just shows that Meraki's attacks are really good on it. But Odyssey's defense is it's lacking on CC
Defenders,
at the
protect
moment.
your bombs from being defused.
And Justin meant church and armory, not kitchen. Church and armory.
Oh, yeah, bit distracted at the moment. We did see Sandals, flanking
with the
plays in
flank.
kitchen. Yes, in kitchen. That's what I was thinking about. But yeah, 3-2 lead.
He was effective because then he put up a good performance, so much so that we thought the site was in good. Right?
Yeah, it did. Maybe. But yeah, a 3-2 lead now for Meraki. Odyssey still not looking bad. They are going to the side that they did win, gym and bedroom. So maybe they can win it again. We do see that same strat coming out, the mirror, the jacuzzi wall being open completely. But will we see them be able to hold it much better this time? Or Meraki attack it differently? We did see them win it, obviously, but it was a 1v1 at the end because Cobras made something work and almost clutched it. Unfortunately, drop shot. Just coming up on top there and just showing the type of player that he is.
Yeah, if Meraki can read into this, they can really take full advantage of the situation in Jacuzzi. That mirror and that soft wall being open. They did take advantage of it last time, but they kind of lost it in the execution. So it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen this time. Somebody is well aware of the little rotation from dirt that's caused a lot of trouble for a lot of players in that situation. There's still no denial on that wall. The only person that can deny it is the Goyo. I think he had to rotate around just to get rid of some of those Barnet charges. And he rotates out again. How does he let him do that? Nobody on Windows watching? Somebody on Hatch as well?
There we go.
On home.
Kingso just getting one for himself, picks off Slybutt on this, Goyo, and now there we go. Rage just pushing in. Oryx getting one for himself as well. And now 5v1. Verticals disconnects. Unfortunately, we won't be able to rehost mid round, but now it's looking like the Meraki round. Cannibal in a 1v4, unlikely to clutch it out. SNG 11 in hand. Cobras picks him off, and we will be seeing a rehost at the. Damn it! Rehost.
It's good that it was on a half swap. I'm glad that it's on a half swap. It's sort of like a mini halftime kind of thing.
Yeah, just a slight break, but it could help Titans maybe bring it back on their attacks now. But well played from Meraki side actually, because 4-2 attack is really good from them, especially on Clubhouse. It is a defender-sided map. CCTV being the most defender-sided site, unfortunately being taken straight by the attackers. So I don't know. It's a bit devastating to see, but well played from Meraki nonetheless.
Yeah, Meraki looking like they're finally woken up. They were a bit asleep in their own map previously, but things are looking good for them. As you said, 4-2 on attack, and the main question is, will Titan Odyssey carry on the tradition of the attackers winning rounds, or will Meraki capitalize on the situation? They have been playing their attack very well, very controlled aggression as they used to, looking way better than theme parks. So that is good. Their positioning is really on par. This is the Meraki that we know, but Titan kind of falling off a little bit because they were really aggressive on the previous map, and now they're looking a little bit soft on this map. I wonder why.
Yeah, it's just looking very dire for them, but we're not going to count them out. They do have their split. They are going to attack, so maybe they can change it up on their attacks and just be a much better game for them. But nonetheless, currently looking much better for Meraki, as you said it. So we just have to see how how Titans is going to change up their playstyle and their attacks now to really counter Meraki, or if Meraki will take and we see a map 3. But stay tuned for the action that is coming up. We are currently in rehost. Unfortunately, yes, we will be seeing it soon. Talking coming out from the players there, just hurting our ears. I don't know. Do we want to take a short intermission break just to sort out the Rios? Yep. We will be taking a short intermission just to sort out the Rios. We will be back with you shortly.
Yeah, I don't believe in destiny. I just do what's best for me. Don't listen to my enemies. They're just full of jealousy. Yeah, this legacy, you gon' see what's left of me. You gon' see success in me. You ain't seen the rest of me. I just wanna be the best at what I know. Better than the rest, just watch me grow. Put me to the test and watch me go. This is my quest, I'ma make it known. They call me obsessive, oh I know. Call me selective with my notes. Call me aggressive with my flow. Call me offensive even though Joe, I ain't gonna lie, life's tough. Try to get by, life's rough. Try to do it right, it's not enough. Even though you try, you still mess up. But I'm still gonna fight for what I love. Still gonna die for what I love. Still gonna try, I won't give up. Still gonna fight until I've won. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left, and I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret, cause I've got something left and I'm not giving in. I will not let them win. I won't stop till the end, no. Some injuries, mentally and physically. Studied them religiously so I don't repeat history. And people won't admit to me they don't want a victory. Bad enough to get a C, they'd rather just go leave it be. And oh, this journey I've been on since 13. Working hard and learning, never stopping searching. Yeah, it's burning, all this passion hurts me. I took action working, writing down these words. No, I'm not okay, I just wanna be something. I don't wanna be nothing, living all alone. No, I'm not alright, I'm just barely getting by. But I'll tell you I'm just fine, so you leave me alone. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left, and I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret, cause I've got something left and I'm not giving in. I will not let them win. I won't stop till the end, no. Yo, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, what am I doing? Did I do it right? Yeah, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, I can't think straight, need the light. I need to breathe, get me up and out of the sheets, onto my feet. Another cup of coffee and me, that's what I need. My eyes puffy, I can't see. I'm too tired to function, but too lost to sleep. Ay, I think I need to be on something medication. I think I need to figure out the segregation. I think I needed just a better education to understand a world that's so complicated. Intoxicated, every night faded, just so I can sleep thinking that it's sated. I feel hated, I feel hatred. I'm lost deep in my mind that I've created. I have dreams where my life is devastated. Feel so real that I wake up shaking. Need thicker skin cause this life is no haven. Nod your head if you get what I'm saying. All these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, what am I doing? Did I do it right? Yeah, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, I can't think straight, need the light. Yo, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, what am I doing? Did I do it right? Yeah, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, I can't think straight, need the light. I don't really think I understand this world now. Got my head spinning round in a circle. Everybody lacks what they need internal, so they compensate with everything external. Not trying to throw shade, no way. I'm just trying to find the meaning of life, hey. There's happiness if you try to live the right way. Forget about what others have and live your life, hey. Be aware of who you are, what you're good at. Take a step forward, see where your foot's at. Stand tall, stand proud, talk loud. Every word out your mouth has purpose now. You just gotta get rid of the bad thoughts. Hating others cause you know that they got a lot. Forget that though, you got plenty, you're alive in this life. You got time, go get it. All these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, what am I doing? Did I do it right? Yeah, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, I can't think straight, need the light. Oh, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, what am I doing? Did I do it right? Yeah, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, I can't think straight, need the light. Oh.
Gorgeous.
And we're back. Welcome everybody. We are back in the game. Currently the score is 4-2 split. Meraki have 4 rounds, Titan Odyssey have 2. We just experienced a rehost. Unfortunately, one of the players on Odyssey side did disconnect that previous round, so they unfortunately were left in a big disadvantage. But nonetheless, Meraki capitalized on that, and we are seeing a much better Meraki. The score is currently 1-0. Titan Odyssey does have a map advantage to them. They beat Meraki 7-1 on Theme Park.
So now, fortunately the DC happened on the Switch, so like I said, a little bit of a halftime there. Right. So now we're back on the Switch, and Titan is on attack and Meraki is on defense. Just before we carry on, a little word from our sponsor, New Human. If you guys would like to check them out for your health benefits and to see if the product can help you, just check out New Human at shop.newhuman.co.za. Really cool product. Yeah.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
Verticals looks like he is having a lot of issues, but unfortunately rehost was used from Odyssey, so at the moment not looking so good for them. They are his internet apparently is dying, so it's unfortunate circumstances, but nonetheless Meraki will just have to capitalize on that, or maybe Odyssey can bring it back in a 4v5. We never know. But also would just like to say that if you guys are new, please like and subscribe and turn on post notifications so you can be up to date when we do stream again.
10 seconds
This is the only game being streamed tonight. We will be streaming tomorrow from 12 p.m. till about, I believe, 9 p.m. at night. There will be 3 games being played tomorrow.
Attackers are moving out to
just to
locate a
keep you
bomb.
guys up to date with the second game going on at the moment. It is being recorded. That video should be posted as soon as possible. But that score is currently 5-4 for OG on their second map. OG beat or won first map 7-0 against Runshot. So currently they are in the lead, and we will keep you guys up to date on that match. So going back into this matchup, really
Yeah.
dire
Titan
moments.
Odyssey have total disregard to whatever's going on upstairs, and they just full send yeet into oil pit, and yeah, they just okay. They do have the Nomad cutting off a couple of flanks here and there, and I believe oh no, they rotated back up to blue. That was I thought it was going to be a rush into oil pit straight into armory.
Yeah, just well played from Meraki. They're now a 5-3 lead for them, looking very troublesome for Odyssey at the moment. Obviously, their player having a bit of connection issues, but nonetheless, they can't do much about it. They did use their rehost on that split, and now they just have to make something up with this round. We do see Cannibal pushing down this main stairs, but he will get peeked by 2 players. Now has to really connect those shots and just find those players.
Yeah, he unfortunately missed that bandit switching sides in motor room, so he might not know he's there, but he's probably gonna suspect that there's a player there. And now all 3 players of Titan down on main stairs. A couple of them switching over to kitchen, or at least one of them. The ace does go down, leaving the Sophia. Sophia can't do much. Also drops from Reds, and somebody with a silenced pistol firing at
Reds.
Nomad.
It looks like Odyssey are going to take this time, this 50 seconds, just waiting for their player to get fully in, and going to sit and talk it out. Because at the moment, Slybats in a 1v5 situation, not very likely of him to clutch it. 5 players on Meraki side, just holding ground, holding the side. It's not common for a player to just clutch out of nowhere like that. They will be using this time, though, to just sit, work out what their mistakes are, what they need to change. As you see that, yep, they are just going to mess around and just talk it out and really just try and prepare themselves for these next rounds.
Seconds to go.
Yeah, I think that's what there was a little bit of a communication thing in the beginning of the round. I think they wanted to rush, and then they decided to just slow things down and wait for their player to come back. Good decision.
Operators, you are out of time.
Yep.
Player did come back, and
He did get one for himself there at the end. Yeah, Red's just playing aggressive there, but Red's really playing well that round. Picked off 2, I believe, for himself. Just showing works, but then obviously, Odyssey wasn't likely for them to really clutch it out. 1v5 at the end, 4v5 for that round. It was very difficult for them, but their player is back in the game now, so hopefully we can start seeing a comeback from them, or will we see a match 3 coming out from this matchup?
yeah, don't disconnect again.
Please. We really hope not.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do need to see a fair fight. We don't want to see any easy
Attackers need to
advantages
locate
from
and
any
defuse
teams. We
bombs.
want to see all the action happening. Yep.
Yeah, speaking of which, CTV hold. The interesting thing from Titan Odyssey when they were defending, in some rounds they did not reinforce that cache from Red Stairs wall, the middle of the wall. So I just want to see if, obviously it's not a direct cause of the losses and wins, but I don't know, some small things do cause a ripple effect, and I think sometimes just putting one panel of a reinforcement on that wall might help, and it seems like Meraki is going to do the same thing and opt to not reinforce it. It's not a big issue, it's just a little thing that some people notice.
Yeah, it's not a really big issue, but we did see banks those previous rounds from Meraki, and maybe it could help Odyssey on the side, because Meraki chose not to reinforce it as well. So it could be dire for them, or it could be beneficial. You never know. Maybe they use that a more important location. I do think they did that, using it in the bottom garage for all 4 of those reinforcements. Obviously, if you don't reinforce that, then you are disadvantaged. But Sandals losing a lot of HP in stocks, getting shot from multiple locations. He does spot out a play, but he will hold the angle now, waiting patiently. That trigger finger from him, just the patience, waiting. Oh, and he gets quickly from Oryx. And there we go. There goes Sandals. Now advantage for Meraki. A 5-4 with 2 minutes left on the clock. Odyssey.
Silencing Ash there. Didn't even see a slither of pixel at all. Just bullets. And now drop shot does spot somebody outside. Oh, well, inside.
Nope.
Takes him up.
Yeah, drop shot picking him off, and there we go. Cannibal picking off Oryx as well. I got confused for a moment. I thought Meraki was still attacking. But yeah, well played from Odyssey now, bringing the advantage back to their side. A 4v3 now with a minute 20 left on the clock. Starting to get that war open very late from them compared to how Meraki took it. But now we do see them, trying to make that push onto the side. I believe that Ace is swinging wide into side. He does get picked off by King, so Go On gets picked off by Cannibal and the Sophia, and now they have full Rafters control, but sight is in favor of Titans.
And do you see that siege timing there? As the Habana walked in and Melissa just turned her back on her. So typical. But Cobra does take out Sly Butter after Sly Butter took out somebody else, but Drop Shot ends the round with a shot onto Cobra.
Yeah, just well played from Titans there. Now really bring it back. Just updating you guys with that game of OG versus Runshock. Runshock unfortunately lost, OG taking second map 7-5. So it was a 7-0 win right at the beginning for their first match, put them in the advantage, and then a 7-5 win for them. So they did win their matchup 2-0, and we will be seeing them in the finals tomorrow at. Okay, so we will be seeing them in the finals, and we will be seeing Runshock playing Aurora tomorrow at 12 p.m. in the loser brackets. Yeah, back to our game. William, looking so far, Titans looking much better. That round was much better from them. Maybe, their connection issues just disadvantaged them. I believe so, but we'll see if they can bring this one back.
Yeah, I mean, they have all 5 players now, so it worked out well for them. That's just goes to show that you need everyone as a collective to be involved into winning a round or winning a match, as it is not an individual game at all. So, the CCTV and cash room hold seems like they're going to be doing a similar hold, and yeah, we'll see if it works out for them this time, or if they changed anything up. It doesn't seem like they changed anything up at all. Looking at the lineup, it might be a Valkyrie that's new. Did they have a Valkyrie?
Yes, because they had a Melusi previous round, so they did change that up. But no, they still do have the Melusi. I think it was the Wamai that they changed. Yes,
they had one.
Yes, so they just changed that up a bit. But nonetheless, we will just see how this lineup does work. The only change we see from Odyssey side is obviously Sandals bringing the Ayana this time instead of that Ash. Maybe it works better for him. The drone work coming in. He is pushing bottom in oil plate and trying to spot out these plays. He does have a cam on them. Will he be able to pick off this player playing in garage?
Yeah, he knows about him, and he knew about him.
There we go. Picks off Oryx. Very well played from Sandals, just using that drone utility and information to his advantage, and brings advantage for Odyssey. Now in a 5v4, just much better from them. 5v3 as Dropshot picks up one for himself. Cannibal does lose a lot of HP from that main door, but now Odyssey taking a bit of a standstill, but still with that advantage, really looking good from them.
Oh, and that Melusi's Banshee looking a bit dangerous there for Ace. It's going to make it hard for him to just jump into that wall. Or melee the Banshee and still trying to get into a gunfight. Really good placements by the Melusi here. We see one at the top of Rafters. That's going to announce whoever's going to try and take Rafters. And but they do still have the Ayana, who's unattended at all. But Red's taking out drop shot, but drop shot took out somebody. Oh, there was a trade in there that happened, but Kingzo does take out Sly Butter in the process, leaving it down to a 2v3 with Kingzo and Gohan, Valkyrie, and the Jaeger. Very good fragging operators who might be able to clutch this round, but they have to go up against an Ace with a good gun. And another good gun by the Sophia and the Ayana with her clones or her decoys, as they say. So now, the clutch has to happen. Oh my word, and the Ace goes down.
Yep, just unfortunate from him there now. But Sandals inside does pick off one for himself, a double kill for him now. Kingso in the 2v3 does spot out the play on Raft, but now Sandals just, well, there we go. I believe it was Cannibal, yeah. On the Sophia just picked care of Kingso, and now we see a much better Odyssey spotting out that player, just connecting the shots, and there we go. Odyssey is bringing it back, really showing up on their, attacks. CC not looking good for any team at the moment. I believe that's Meraki's second time on CC. And they lost both times. They did win their Church Arsenal defense. So it's just looking like CC is not the play for the defenders at the moment. We will be seeing, though, Meraki going back down to Church. So hopefully we can see Odyssey attack at this time and not lose a player. And then have to, rush into the site.
Attackers need to locate.
Yeah, so I think they didn't want to give away too much on that attack. Hence the rush and then stop rush and just to waste some time so the player can come in. So now we can see a proper push from them as they seem all prepared and ready with every single one of them in their team. From Meraki side though, we'll see if their defense holds up against a 5-man attack. Last time it held up, but it was a 4-man. And now we'll see what happens this time.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Yep. It does look like the same hold coming out from Meraki there.
5 seconds
But
remaining.
yeah, just we have to see, if they can hold it really well
Attackers
once
are moving
again,
out to
or
locate
if
a bomb and
Odyssey
defuse it.
can, attack this. They are bringing that Ayana once again. Well, there we see more bans just coming out. This ban wave is just so intense tonight at the moment, just really getting in the way. And the players are experiencing lag now and then because of it, but they're still coping, so it doesn't really matter.
Maybe the ban wave was too much for Vertex the other round. But as you say that, Hibana is just a full swung into, I think it was Strip Club side. And again, Titan, complete disregard for the top floor. But Meraki did a similar thing before. They just droned it out and just made sure nobody was up top. And right now, Meraki spared no defense up top at all. Reds does take out Sandals, who was on the Ayana. No live droning for her, or no advanced droning for her.
Was that an impact trade?
Onto
on the hatch?
kitchen. I
Yeah.
think it was. The first explosion was, and the second
Whoa.
explosion again. And that is her last use of
Yes.
utility,
and
and she's gonna have to peek on the hole.
There goes Verticals again. Unfortunately, he is having a lot. Odyssey now in a 3v5.
He's gone.
It's just devastating for them. 3v4 as Dropshot does pick up one for himself in those holes that the one hole that he has in that kitchen hatch. No hard breach left at the moment. Difficult for them. They have to push down Moto. Raids picks off Hibana on Dropshot on main stairs, I believe. He does spot out another one with Sly, but gets him instead. And now a 2v3.
Yeah, the site is looking very cursed for Titan Odyssey at the moment, but it is totally winnable. They do have a minute left, and only two of them, the Nomad and the Sophia. They can complement each other. Yeah, one can cut off flanks, which I believe she already has, and the other is a complete gunner, a militant And now we see her looking down into boxes of armory, and Cannibal is going to be looking into getting an execution here, but he has to get rid of the guy in blue. Does not take any damage from that smoke canister. It was a bit too far. She gets double peaked, and Sophia takes the position,
Yeah.
and that is
There
it.
we go. Sly Butter does get one for himself. They do not know. There we go. They do. I think the Jaeger was just letting his teammate get the kill for him. Did not steal the kill at all. But there you go. We did see a trade, and then Sophia left in a 1v2. Not much she could have done. Getting peeked from two angles, one in blue and one right by the bomb in church. It's unfortunate from her. But Meraki, a 6-4 lead at the moment, and Odyssey. At the moment it's difficult for them because I feel their pain. They're trying their best to clutch this out, but with connection issues, having a Rios. After the Rios, they did start getting it back, but still having a player disadvantage is not fun for any team to play. They did play really well. They are still playing well. They're trying their best, but they're struggling because of that 4v5 disadvantage towards them. But hey, Meraki are playing a lot better this game. Do bring it out to a match point, and now we see a 6-4 lead for them. They are going to gym and bedroom. They are bringing a mirror as well, so maybe they choose to hold it differently. Yep, they do. We don't see that same strat coming out from them. Jacuzzi wall will be reinforced, so it looks more like a standard hold from them. But at the moment, it's really looking like Meraki might be able to clutch this one out and then bring it to a map 3.
Yeah, they're going to take full advantage of the situation, and they're not taking chances on that wall, completely reinforcing it and putting bandit batteries on the walls, which is something I would have loved to see Titan Odyssey do. I don't know if they tried to do it with a mute, but now Gohan has full support to play safely on that mirror without a Habana or anyone getting rid of that mirror. So that is good to see. So now Habana is going to be forced to play from downstairs, because I think they do know about that mirror. They kind of do know about that strat. So I believe she's going to be trying to take a main stairs. And we see a CCTV take and a garage take from the rest of the players.
Yeah, we do see some players playing in cash, and now players will be getting spotted out. These players from Odyssey just really trying to make works and take control of that season. The play does get spotted out. Those shots are connected to him, but they will be making this work. As you see, that Ibana is flanking up to try and rotate up those raid stairs and put pressure onto the players playing in cash. He is making a swift entrance now. Now we have to see. He does shoot some shots, does miss them, and now he will be opening up the wall as well.
Yeah, it's such a drastic situation from Titan, because had there be 5 players, the Habana would be flanking with somebody else up those main stairs, but now everybody's forced to push from one side. I'm not sure about that player from downstairs, if they're flanking garage. Yeah, he's just waiting for some intel from his teammates to maybe do a flank or just hold off a bit, because it is a 4v4 and they probably believe they can hold it down. We now see RX at the bottom by pool table. Yes, it was pool table, waiting for anybody to jump into the gym. They do now have logistics and they're trying to push into office. We have Banner joining in. The mirror does get spotted out. It's looking like an office push and a gym push. So a little bit of a collapse is going to happen here. But Sly Butter does take a lot of damage, but not enough to kill him.
Yeah, and now we see Vertical's return, but he won't be able to do much. All he can do is watch those cams for Titans. And there we go, drop shot just making works, get a double for himself, and now puts the advantage back in their favor. We do see a player in sight, I believe, Sandals in gym, and now we see this pressure coming up from Odyssey. Will they be able to clutch this out? The plant is going to be attempted, not on the hatch. He almost planted on the hatch, but there we go, he didn't. The castle barricade gets taken out. 2 players will be swapped. Sandals picks up 1 for himself, and now a 2v3 situation. 40 seconds left of the clock. Odyssey have to hold this one out. Sandals picks up another one for himself, gets a double for himself in the round, and now a 1v3. 30 seconds left, peeking the angles. RX has to clutch up this and he unfortunately doesn't. Sandals just bringing it back. Drop shot, Sandals really contributing to that round, trying to keep Odyssey in this game. And well, there they are. They're still able to 6-5 at the moment. Their player is back, so hopefully we can see a tie, or will we see Meraki clutch this one out and take it to a map 3? Also,
That
just
was-
like, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I would also just like to point out that if you guys are new, please like and subscribe and turn post notifications on. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We are trying to get there as quick as possible. We're currently sitting at 328. Thank you to everybody that has subscribed already. But turn on those post notifications on so you can be notified for when we do stream again. We only streaming this one game tonight. We will be streaming tomorrow from 12 p.m. And
Attackers need
yeah,
to locate
just
and
can't
defuse
wait
the
for those
bomb.
games.
That's gonna be a long day tomorrow, but
Yeah.
it's gonna be an epic one. And as epic as the CCTV has been for these two teams, because none of them have been able to defend CCTV.
Yep. I don't think not one round on CCTV has been won on the defense side. I think all of them have gone to the attack, which just shows that, well, this matchup is 100% win rate for the attackers on
10 seconds
CCTV,
left.
and it's
Attackers have discovered the
Meraki
location
taking
of a bomb.
CCTV as their, well,
5 seconds
deciding
left.
round on their match point.
Yeah, they
Difficult for them.
Attackers are heading out
It's
to
not
defuse a bomb.
looking so good. It's more looking like a Titan Odyssey round, clutching it out. But maybe, just maybe, Meraki have changed up their mistakes, and they've read what Odyssey is doing and how they choose to play it. And well, we just have to see how they are gonna clutch this one.
and Ash is gonna bring out an invisible phone to try drone into the bar, and we see a punch hole from Havana from Strip Club. She's been pushing in from that side. I think she has support this time, which is good because they have 4 or 5 players. So now it's gonna be a pinch that they've always wanted to do, and they're starting off in bar and stock, and I believe blue and garage. They do know about the player in a garage, so he's gonna be first priority to get rid of, and then wrap this person. Or first priority is getting rid of whatever utility is blocking breach. So now we see this a pinch from the Habana from Jim's side, and it's uncontested. She's firing bullets left, right, center, and nobody is answering back, or it doesn't look like anybody's paying attention to her. And now she's probably gonna put some bullet holes onto the gym to try and push in further. We now see a red stairs attack as all the players are in a dining, and they managed to put some holes onto the floor or the ceiling, and I may say, to get rid of any utility, and the wall will momentarily get open.
Yeah, well played from Meraki there, picking off drop shot on the Ivana. Her utility was now, I believe it was Raids that picked him off there. But now Odyssey in a 4v5 situation. Verticals does lose a lot of HP, left to 1 HP. Cobras finishes off the job, and now a 5v3 for Odyssey. Not looking so good at the moment. We do see Meraki playing very aggressively. Cannibal losing HP, Slybiter as well, but now we see them trying to go for that push. Cobras gets picked up by Slybiter, well played from him, and go on lose his HP as well. But 40 seconds left on the clock. We have to see if Meraki can clutch this one out. As I say that,
Shot
Cannibal.
from was right by the door.
yeah, RX is playing aggressive on that door, now picks him off, but Slybiter will have the intel on where that player is playing. Please don't be another quick peek shot onto this player, please. no, he chooses to run away, but Slybiter just getting pinched. Now he does put a punch hole, and Raids picks off one for himself. Now Slybiter left in a 1v4. Big Mountain to clutch, 15 seconds left on the clock, getting pushed by this bandit through these holes. He does pick off him, and now Big Mountain, 1 HP, 4 seconds left. He's not going to be able to clutch it. And well, there we go. We see Meraki take it to a map 3. 7-5 victory for them. We see, well, now we see Cafe
Yeah, we get to see Cafe.
for the
Cafe
7th
goes
time. Cafe.
Congratulations to Meraki on that win. Obviously, Titan having couple of issues with disconnecting, and I'm sure that's gonna be a little frustrating. But yeah, I mean, they won a round where there was 4 of them.
Yeah.
It's 5 of
Um,
them.
it was well attempted. They really tried their best, but unfortunately, they were disadvantaged. So, like, it was most likely that they were gonna lose it. But well played from Meraki. They played much better this game than they played on Theme Park. Titans did try their very best. They did play well. Just connection issues. 2 rounds with 4v5, having to rehost as well. I believe the one round that they lost as well, they had 2 players left. The one disconnected, they were left in, then a 4v1. It's just, it was looking very troublesome for them, all those connection issues. Yeah, but we'll have to hopefully that doesn't happen in this third matchup. I beg on Titans' behalf. Obviously, the score is currently 1-1, so it can go either way. But for the sake of Titans, and having a fair fight against Meraki on Cafe, we did see them both play Cafe before, and they both did really well. But for Titans' sake, I hope that they do not have any connection issues this game.
Yeah. Third text, fix your internet. So we have a full match. We're gonna go straight in. No breaks. No water breaks, but do have your water for Justin's sake
Yes,
on your
yes.
desk, on your couch, on your coffee table.
Wherever you choose to watch this, sorry, William, for interrupting. Wherever you choose to watch the stream, get yourself a glass of water. Just stay hydrated. It is very hot at the moment. Even though it is nighttime, it's scary. But yes, get some water, stay hydrated. It is healthy for you. You won't die by drinking water. And yeah, just welcome to the stream. Welcome to the matchup. If you're only joining in with us now, the score is currently 1-1 for both teams. First matchup was on Theme Park. Titan Odyssey took 7-1 on Meraki. Clubhouse was the second game. Meraki won that 7-5. And yeah, now we have the decider map on Cafe. Going to be a very interesting game. Ace first operator ban.
Oh,
I
yeah.
believe that was Meraki's ban.
Yes,
So-
it was Meraki.
So now there we see the Monty once again. Monty not letting any play tonight. Then Titan Odyssey know the strength of Reds' Monty. They know how effective he is on that. So they're just not giving him any love for the moment.
Yeah,
I'm
they
not sure once again.
completely
I think it was
nullifying
Meraki.
Reds.
Yeah, I believe it was Meraki that banned. No, it's not. So
No,
it
it's
looks
Titan.
like Titan banning Maestro every single game so far, I believe. So it doesn't look like they want to play against the Maestro at all. Maestro can be a very diverse operator, especially on Cafe.
Yeah, and very oppressive. And we see a clash getting rid of from a Meraki.
Yeah, we saw the clash being played on Theme Park, but we didn't see her much played on Clubhouse, which fortunately, because I don't know how she was going to be played there. But
Yeah,
on Cafe, you can come up with some strats with that clash. She can be very dire for that reading dining side. But yeah, we won't be seeing her at all.
indeed. Now let's see the lineup that's gonna be bought here. We're gonna be seeing a lot of Jaeger and a lot of Wamai, and typically a Bandit, which I think he might be switched off into a Valkyrie, or is he gonna stick it? I don't know.
There we goes the Fuse. The Fuse getting 6-picked off onto the Ash. I didn't see it, but yes, now at the moment, just we have to see how it turns
Attackers
out.
need to locate and
We
defuse
see
as many bombs as they
a
can.
default push coming out from, or not push, lineup from both teams, to be honest.
Yeah, and it's gonna be top floor
Attackers
as
have
per
located a
usual.
bomb.
The preferred side. We're just gonna have to see. There's a lot of ways to hold the site, and a lot of teams have their own different take on this site. So it's gonna be interesting to see this one right here. There's gonna be a lot of presence in Pixel as per usual, and it looks like they might hold Christmas for dear life if I'm reading this situation properly. I don't think the Bandit is in this movie,
5 seconds.
but they are possibly going to be holding Christmas.
Attackers are moving. to
Yeah,
defuse a bomb.
it looks more like a standard hold. They are choosing to hold on default site or default plant from the pixel area. So it's like Meraki just choosing to use all the reinforcement in that specific area. But please do, if you guys watching the stream, let us know who you think is going to clutch this out. The score is 1-1. It could go any way, but who are you supporting for this matchup? Who are you supporting to take this game at the moment? Yeah, just let us know in the comments. Nitro coming out. Yeah.
Was that a nitro cell
Yes,
out
it
of
was a
the
nitro.
hatch?
Yeah.
There goes Meraki's tendencies of just chucking nitro cells left, right, and center.
Yeah. Remember the OG match? That
Oh
was
yeah.
4 nitros coming out from. It was well played there. Cannibal picking up, I believe, so on the bandit. I'm not sure where he was actually playing, but well played from him to just. He does spot out some shots, does pre-fire, but does not.
How did he get?
Cigar.
It was a cigar.
Yeah,
And-
cigar
oh,
shop,
that angle.
cigar shop. Yeah,
The okay.
I see the
what
dead body. Yeah, I see the dead body. Three
And
sandals.
Sandals taking out Reds. Red 2 was on the official. That wasn't a grenade, it was a gun. Okay, cool. So now we see a take on to White Stairs. The smoke fighting with the Stairs. Both of them missing their shots, but the smoke does get a couple of shots onto Drop Shot. Using a lot of HP, and he's left with 10, I believe. Now, the Thatcher working into a pixel. The defenders have fallen back into White Stairs, giving a lot of room to Cannibal, and I think Drop Shot is gonna rotate onto his players to help them out.
Yeah, now we see him on the white. Since he does get picked off by that smoke, the shot. I was gonna say SMG 11. No, go on, chooses to use that shotgun. Much better, gun for close range. And there we go. He does, connect something with it, gets one for himself and clutches it out, or brings it back into a 3v3.
It is winnable this time. We see a Thermite with the diffuser in hand, a little bit worried about the flank coming in from Red Stairs, and Sandals does die from, I think it was RX, and Gohan killing Cannibal, and RX taking out Sly Butter, and Meraki taking the round.
Yeah, well played from Meraki there to take the first round and just really down the side. They were disadvantaged for most of the time, but still being able to clutch it out there. Cannibal running into the bathroom, not being able to spot out the player, doesn't check his corner, just pressured with time. Unfortunately, he does get picked off. We did see a lot of peaks as well, and then some swings, and yeah, just really well played from Meraki there.
Yeah, I'm not sure about was it Cannibal or was it RX? Whoever the sledge was, sticking to that White Stairs all by himself. Oh, it was Drop Shot.
Yeah.
Going into White Stairs all by himself with such low HP. Obviously, he was playing for his life at that moment in time. He was low HP and he knew it, and he just needed to
Defenders,
take a
protect your
gunfight.
bombs from being
Whether he
defused
wins
by
it or
attackers.
not, it's really... He probably gets a couple of shots onto the player, and his teammates may finish him off. But nonetheless, that didn't work out, and the round went to Meraki. So now they're going down to Kitchen.
Yeah. Hopefully, we see a very good hold coming. It does look like Meraki are setting up for an interesting hold. Obviously, more default holding Bakery. They do have the options for 2 shields and the Wamai to support that shield in Bakery over there. Maybe we see a double shield play. Otherwise, if not, it still works. But we did speak about a lot of the times when we've casted our, cafe games about the White Stairs presence. We did see some White Stairs presence. Oh, there we go. The double shield coming out from Meraki, as I was saying it. But yeah, the White Stairs presence is very important. We did see Dropshot trying to bring it, but he was obviously low HP. He was peeking from the window first, and then doing HP as well, losing a lot of HP there, and then having to push up White Stairs alone. It was very difficult for him, but still, at least we just saw that communication that they needed that area. They tried to get it, they weren't able to get it, but at least we saw them trying.
Yeah, the Melusi all by her lonesome in a Christmas does decide to fall back, and very wise move at that, but she is being tracked. I'm not sure if that's her being tracked or somebody else.
Yeah,
But Jaeger being tracked. But now they've dropped onto the floor below, and they're gonna hold a reading room and possibly train room. But drop shot is deep into sight and not wasting any time. Does know about the Jaeger, does the grenade, looks down into a hallway, and the Legion does fall back all the way down to white stairs. This is wasting a little bit of time, but it doesn't look like it's enough to hold back Titans, because they are pushing and not getting that much resistance at all.
Yeah. Obviously a very good pick from them, bringing the advantage to them now. 5v4. They are starting with that soft breach. You know, they do have top floor control, so they are starting to put pressure onto those defenders. We do see 2 players playing in coats, nobody playing in the white stairs, and hopefully Sandals, you know, going for this freezer wall. It does look like he's going to try and get it, but we'll have to just see, you know, how they choose to attack the rest of this round. A minute left, so they do have enough time to really make it.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Indeed, all the defenders have fallen back either to side or close to side, with Jaeger being the dead one. But now it's looking like a U-shaped kind of attack, but somebody is in VIP or coats that's going to hold down the main hallway to try and stop them from coming into main. So now they're going to have to push into and force their way into site that way if they don't get rid of the person in coats, causing a major problem for the Jackal and whoever was there. We see Vertex taking out Kingzo, and that is it for the Legion as well, and also Gohan taking out, and what a push from Titan.
Flawless round from Titans. Vertical get 2 for himself, 2 in that round, sorry, and drop shot as well, and just the rest of the players contributing as well. I'd just like to point out that shield placement, you know, that adaptation from Meraki. I just like to see those little things that they obviously had the double shield in Bakery. Nobody was pushing Bakery. They moved the one shield onto that double kitchen door to support that Legion playing there. It didn't work for them, but I just like to see that adaptation from the teams. It could have really worked well for them. Obviously, just Titans really pinching the defenders on the site and, you know, just winning out their gunfights and just, you know, coming up on top.
Yeah, they spotted something we didn't see because they're going back to kitchen, and they're probably going to fix their mistakes and probably do something different. Now, my take from that round is that they fell back too soon. Any drone that they saw, they didn't even shoot out. Later on, they were shooting out drones, but I don't believe the Lucy did anything at all in a top floor. And rightfully so, she was all on her own. So there's not much you can do when you're getting droned like that. You don't know if you're going to get pushed from the left or right immediately from that drone. So maybe a little bit more presence on the top floor might waste a bit more time and then fall back together. And I don't know how the RX lost his life as the Jaeger, but yeah, there needs to be a little bit of more resistance from the defenders and not just fall back at the first sight of a drone.
Yeah, really just when you're roaming, you need a partner. Obviously, you want to support at all times, and really just, you know, he didn't have that. The Malusi previous round didn't have it. Jaeger and Malusi, or 3 players actually. We don't have a Malusi, sorry, I got confused. But there are 3 players roaming at the moment. I believe it is the Legion, the Legion, the Jaeger, and the Vigil. Roaming, and well, now we see Dropshot already in bar, picks off the Wamayan. That's a good pick from him, and now he rotates white to try and pick off those roamers. Just, you know, just really making a weird play, but it worked for him. And there we go, Red picks off 1 for himself, and now getting the Hibana on Sandals, and Dropshot getting a second for himself, picks off the Legion, and now Titans in a 4v3 situation. Jaeger does get spotted out. Jackal tracking the footsteps, unable to, you know, really just spot him out where he was exactly, and he gets swung on, and there we go, Meraki back in the lead. Red's picking up 1 for himself, and there goes Dropshot, the sledge. No more verticals for them, but you see the duo partner Thatcher and the Thermite. Will they be able to clutch this out? Yes, there we go, there's 1. Jaeger gets spotted out. No shots connected, and well, there we go. Slide butter, 1v2. What
He might be able to clutch this as he takes out RX. He still has the diffuser in hand. It's a 1v1 going down into drain. He doesn't know where the last player is, but if he might be able to open up the wall, he does have an exothermic charge. He's going to do that. He might use it as bait though and go somewhere else. The last guy is trapped in between both sides, and the thermite can either drone. He still has a minute left. That's a lot of time to just find one person. He's going to use the exothermic charge on the floor for a little bit of verticality to try find a player. This is a standoff in such a way that nobody knows who is, and the smoke is gonna play off site a little bit. He probably has a call out from a friend letting him know where he is, and it is a beta. This is a
the bait.
beta, and I think he has caught onto it pretty quick and fast, and he's gonna head back into site, and he hears the shots of the thermite, and he's just gonna Gohan's gonna play it very
A bomb has
patiently
been located.
and
15
waiting
seconds
for
to
that.
go.
And he probably got the prompt that they spotted the
10
bomb,
seconds
so
left.
he now knows that he's in sight, and he's going to be pushing closer in. He's going
5
to wait for
seconds to
those
go.
5 seconds, and he might just wait for 0 seconds. No, you
There we
played
go.
too aggressive, and it works out for him. Sly Butter taken out. Well tried by Sly Butter.
Yeah, really well played
by
from
Butter.
him. Yeah, really well played from him to try and clutch up that round, just trying his best. We did see him try and go for that plant. He did hear some shots from Go On. Well played from him to try and bait that, fake defuse. And then, unfortunately, no time left on the clock. Sly Batter had to make the push. Go On was playing perfectly well on that shield with the shotgun close. Who's going to win it in that situation? It's obviously the shotgun. And, well, there we go. Meraki clutching up that round from a very intense round. Almost Titans coming back onto it, clutching it out. Sly Butter just really trying to make things work. And, well, now we see a 2-1 lead for Meraki.
Yeah. Oh man, the back and forth is killing me.
Attackers need to
I
locate and
really
defuse as many
want to
bombs
know who's gonna take this, and I'm pretty sure everyone watching is dying to see their favorite team take the win.
Attackers
But
have discovered the
there's
location
still a
of
long
the
way
bomb.
to go, and it's anybody's game, and we are going back to the top floor in a bar and cocktail. We probably gonna see a little bit of a different hold, or we
Yep.
probably gonna see a similar hold. I mean, it's worked for them.
It could really be the same hold because obviously it did work for them. So maybe they'll just keep
10
it
seconds to go.
to, exactly how it is, not change it up. But maybe
5 seconds
Odyssey
left before
can
insertion.
change it up. They are bringing the Blackbeard. No. I thought Cafe, no Blackbeard, it's fine. It's only we see the Consulate Curse where Blackbeard gets brang every single round. Titans versus Meraki. We didn't see him for the first 2 games. I thought, okay, we clear off Blackbeard, and now we see the Blackbeard coming out. I hate Blackbeard.
I'm not a fan of Blackbeard either, but it does make sense.
I know
in
it
this
makes sense,
situation.
but still, I hate it. I can't.
It does make sense. You want to peek those windows. You wanna take control super fast. But I mean, they do have a drop shot, the sneaky bugger. I'm dying to see where he sneaks into this time, because they can keep tabs on him most of the time. We look at confetti.
The debris just coming up to the top, just really, just flying through the sky. And there we go, a Legion mine coming out. But we do see a run out from Reds on the Vigil. Now they do know the player is down below. Unfortunately, he does not spot out anybody because they got off the repel. Drop shot does lose a lot of HP. Now he is disadvantaged. But there is a player playing close on this wall, the Legion. Will he swing at the right time, and will Sly Butter be able to connect it? I do
get
think he
misthrown?
got spotted out. I think he got spotted out. Unless Sandals pushes in.
He doesn't know
Yes,
he's there.
yeah, Sandals knew exactly where he was. Well played from Sandals to read that situation, and just that intel gathering from Titans. Obviously, that Legion couldn't do much, but just well played from them to capitalize on that situation.
Right then, drop shot, a little bit of a dead man walking at the moment, but he's gonna use that sledgehammer to his advantage while he can. Gohan does take out Sandals on right hallway, but Gohan is spotted and he's gonna have to face up against the Blackbeard. But he chucks a toxic. No! Complete that. Yeah,
Wait,
we're not
wait,
gonna
the
talk
wall
about
didn't get
that.
wait, the walls. Oh, I thought the wall wasn't open either. I was gonna be like, what is this? Oh, and there we go. I believe that is Reds. Yes, picking up one. It's one for himself. Picks off Cannibal on the Thatcher, and now there we go. Oryx getting another one for himself. There's Sly Butter, and now vertical and drop shot left in a 2v3 situation. They do have the advantage because Blackbeard spots out the Wamai and Freezer. He spots out another. Left on 1 HP, does get swung by the Jaeger. Now a 2v1. The shots, drop shot, has to clutch this out. Unfortunately, the pre-fire coming out from Reds gets spotted out, and drop shot not able to clutch that round for their team. Now we see Meraki taking a 3-1 lead on their defense. Looking very well from them and good from them, but Titans really struggling at the moment.
And it kind of looked like the Blackbeard shot the smoke in their hand.
I also thought so, and then I just saw the head get popped off. That was such a good shot from the really good player at the moment, but still bringing the Blackbeard, you just make me want to we're evil, and that's my friend, and he's doing this to me now. So still they're making works with the composition, the team composition that they do have. So they're really trying their best. Meraki's just coming up on top at the moment. They're really just winning those gunfights in those weird areas. That bar wall did get open, the left side one, not freezer wall, and then they just got punished for it. But we will be seeing a reading dining now from Meraki.
First time.
Yep.
In this matchup. A new site. Let's see what they're gonna welcome us to this time. This is a good chance for them to hold top floor really aggressively. Obviously not neglecting the whole bottom floor, because we've seen drop shots sneak in from the bottom floor now and then. So they're gonna have to be super careful of that. If they are gonna do a top floor hold. And so far it's looking like a 2-3 split, as I have 2 people upstairs and 3 people downstairs. They might rotate upstairs, we will never know. We see a little bit of a challenge, a spawn peak this time around, and that was from the Vigil.
Yep. Just now we have to see. I believe Titans are going to go for that top floor. Oh, drop shot trying something there, but he's obviously getting communication to not do it at all. We just see him hesitate. I believe he wanted to push into that mining area, but he will opt to not do it at all, and now they will be taking this top control. They do have control of these areas, really trying to get the cigar. We do see Legion getting. Was that Legion? No, it is Legion playing in piano, but now Oryx on the Jaeger gets picked off by drop shot. I'm not sure exactly where. Well played from him to really just capitalize on that.
It must have been somewhere at the bottom, as we've seen. Maybe. Yeah, it was a jump out. I wonder if the Jaeger was a jump out too. No, it must have not been. And a drop shot trying to take Pixel, spots out the Vigil, does put a couple of shots into him. Vigil is very low HP at the moment, putting that team down to a 2.5 v5.
As you say that, a 1.25 HP for Meraki, or 1.5, I would say, almost maybe 1.5. But yeah, at the moment, Dropshot is just tearing Meraki apart. Got to fool himself. He did do a lot of damage onto Reds, and now Cobra's also losing HP. And he's almost onto the site. It's just really playing well at the moment. He does get spotted out by the player. Not all the shots do get connected. He is left now 50 HP, but they will be putting pressure up above. The smoke gets picked up by that Jaeger, and there we go. A 2v1. The Vertical's getting another
and another by Cobra's on the drop shot. And Cobra's is going to take out one, but not able to clutch up the round. Too much pressure, too many attackers to deal with.
Yep, Vertical is just making works on that Blackbeard this round, getting 3k for himself and drop shot at 2k for him. Unfortunately, from Meraki's side, not being able to really connect much. Cobras did get 2 at the end there, but it was 2 impactless kills because in a 1v5 situation, stuck in the corner, you're obviously gonna get peaked the third time. You're not gonna be able to do much. But well played from Odyssey now to really just bring that round back. If they can bring a third round and even up the split, that's a good split for them. Otherwise, a 4-2 split on attack on Cafe is really good because Cafe is a defender-sided map. We have seen a lot of good teams defend Cafe really well and attack well as well. We did see Meraki demolish on their attacks on Cafe, but at the moment, Odyssey is still trying their best. They're still putting in their work. They're telling us, don't count us out yet. We are trying our best. We will bring this back.
Yeah, and you really have to give props to the drop shot because I think so far he's almost dropped the 2k or 3k in almost every round, trying to keep his team alive. And he's really playing unorthodox at the moment because he's at places that Meraki is not expecting him to be. Almost a ghost Meraki, and they cannot deal with him at the moment. And Titan Odyssey needs to take full advantage of that, and hopefully they have noticed that that's a pattern now, and they just let him do what he does because he's causing a lot of damage. I wouldn't be surprised if that was him shooting at the Kingzo on the Eden, but we don't know. Anyway, they're now going to be pushing onto the top floor and kitchen. They do have the double door open, but don't think they're going to be pushing into there. They're just going to make sure that, and there's drop shot again.
Yeah. Speak of the player that you're speaking about, drop shot really just making works now. Picks off the smoke, a very impactful kill. Very good operator to pick off first. And now this Blackbeard being spotted out does lose a lot of HP, does not connect any shot. Trying to throw the flashbangs, trying to waste the utility, puts back the shield, does get thrown with the impact. I believe he's trying to play Pokemon Go. That's the wrong game. We did see them play this before, and there we go. Utility being thrown in, drones being coming in. Reds does get picked off by that repel angle, I believe, from Sandals. Really good read from him. But like you said, drop shot just tearing them apart. And I don't think your calculations add up, to be honest. It's 5 rounds, 2 KD for each round. It doesn't really work.
Well, I said
but
almost.
Almost. But
Almost in the operative way.
I believe that was a jump out or just an angle from RX there, really picking off the Blackbeard, and now a 3v3 as Kingso gets drop shot as well on the sledge. But he does lose a lot of HP, but that is still a very impactful kill at the moment.
Yeah, drop shot does finally get dealt with, and Sandals gets his double kill onto somebody else. The bandwave is just covering up, and finally the kill feed shows the kill onto Kingzo. And now Cobras is left with RX with the castle and at the Jaeger. They still have to deal with a Cannibal on the Thatcher, Sly Butter on the Thermite, and Sandals on the Havana. So they can easily get rid of any utility that's left with them. And oh boy, they're still roaming. Somebody gets downed in the red stairs. That was the castle getting rid of the Thatcher. And
Side control
Side.
Odyssey. Yeah. Does spot out the castle. He thought he downed him. Unfortunately, he connects his shots. But now a 2v2, Plant will be going down inside. RX has to make a push back downstairs. He is still currently roaming, but this Plant is down. And now Cobra's trying to spot out Sly, but he does pick him up. And now he does not know where the final player of Sandals is. 35 seconds left on the clock. Sandals has to try and clutch this out. He has to hold those angles. He has to stop this Plant. He might get both of them. He peeks the Plant. Spots the final player, triple for himself, runs away, does get peeked off by RX, and now RX will clutch it out and that defuse down. Well played from him on that round to clutch that out and really just. This is so close at the moment. Obviously, the score difference tells it otherwise, but if you really watch the rounds, you see each and every time at the end it is either a 1v1 or it's a full team dominating the other team. So currently, it's just really neck and neck. Obviously, Titans is disadvantaged at the moment. A 4-2 split is not bad, especially in your attack when you are going to defense now on a map like Cafe, which is defender-sided map. but well played from both teams nonetheless.
Indeed, that was almost a clutch there by the Habana. He just needed to either kill the Jaeger or just get away and compose yourself and wait the timer out. Very close indeed, because the Jaeger was roaming a bit far and the timer was going down. But now we switch over and we have a Titan on defense and they're going top floor.
Yeah,
Attackers need to locate and defuse
Titans
as many
just
bombs as they can.
have to, now do well in their defenses. Just bring this out. We do see Aguayo being played. We obviously have seen a lot of Aguayo play, but not specifically holding bar, and or cocktail and bar. It's more, reading, dining, when you hold the Aguayo up top for when they push into through that long bar. But we'll have to just see how they choose to defend that.
Yeah, that's a very utility-driven operator that Meraki's gonna have to deal with, and I wonder how's the setup gonna look. They do have the Wamai and the smoke and the mute.
Attackers are heading out to defuse
I'm
bombs.
just wondering who's gonna play where. Whether it's the smoke that's gonna play in Pixel or it's the Wamai that's gonna play in Pixel, or it might be drop shot. We'll see. But now the attack is starting off. It's looking like a typical attack, going all the way up to the top floor, trying to roam clear red stairs, trying to clear out Pixel, and so forth. A little bit of a aid reinforcement. I was just about to say I can hear the sound of a C4 being replaced, but that was chopped out and took the life of Kingsdor on the Jackal. No more Inox scanning for you, my friend. You will not be finding any bonus. They're gonna have to do it without you.
Yeah, well played from Verticals. They're just picking off that Jackal. Kingston not having the best game, going 1 for 7. Unfortunately, he's trying his best, but still bringing that utility. Unfortunately, being picked off now. But this IQ just making work here go on, spotting out all the utility that is coming out from Odyssey's side, but now down back to a standstill. All the players on the roof droning, trying to get those areas, trying to get that utility down, and just try and clutch this out.
So now we see, I think it was both the mute and the smoke down by Heaven's side, and I think it's the Wamai holding down Pixel. So this is good for Titan Odyssey because they can really hold down Pixel and they'll be able to hold down White Stairs as well. And as we see right now, nobody from Meraki is pushing down White Stairs at all. So they're going to be comfortably holding Pixel and White Stairs. And if one dies, then the other one can just replace them there. Or they're just going to have to peel what we usually call the onion skin defense. You peel one layer, there's another layer you're gonna have to peel off, and so forth and so forth. And now they're getting contested here by the mute in Freezer taking out RX. And they haven't dealt with that Goyo shield there, but it's gonna provide cover for the mute. And the toxic canister being deployed and gonna waste a little bit of time on the door. They do know about the Ash and the Nomad on a push into default. Another toxic babe gets thrown out and Ash breathes a little bit of that in, but she's quick enough to get away from it. And she's getting really angsty right now, as we know that G-Speed likes to rush in and get things done. And she is already inside, but she's unaware and gets killed by Sandals, I think it was.
Yep, it was. And now Cobra's left in a 1v4 situation. Unfortunate, 10 seconds left on the clock, unable to connect it. Sandals just showing his there off very end. But Pixel, that's not that recall was a bit shocking there, but obviously from far range, just not the best to shoot with the SMG-11. But well played from Odyssey now, bringing they're winning their first defense round on bar cocktail, and now going down to kitchen service. We'll have to just see how they choose to hold this. Can they clutch this out? Can they maybe split it out? We do see a Finka coming out from Meraki. We don't know if that will be sticked or not. Hopefully not. There we go. We start seeing a 6-pick. To what though?
To what?
To what? The suspense. This is a Thatcher. I was going to say the Thatcher. Okay, so much better utility coming out from Meraki. don't think it would have made much of an impact that round unless you were
Defenders,
trying to
protect
go
your
for a
bombs
rush.
from being
Maybe they
defused
were
by
baiting out a
attackers.
rush, showing that listen, we're taking a finca, we prepare for our rush, and then there's no rush at all. It just puts the defenders under pressure. But it's
Yeah.
not gonna happen.
Yeah, well, they've made a comeback before, and it might happen again here. It's not so far off. The score is 4-3 to Meraki, and they're going down to kitchen service side, and we'll see if they're going to have a different take onto the side. Jaeger reinforcing
10
that
seconds to
garage by White Stairs, so that should immediately
5
tell
seconds to
you
insert.
that you're gonna have a whiskey hold and probably a Christmas hold.
Attackers are moving
Yeah.
out to locate
Two
a bomb and
players
defuse it.
supporting each other on that side.
Yeah, it really looks like it. I think Smoke was bringing his shield there to try and hold that white hallway area and just
Attackers
hold.
have located a bomb.
Looks like a much better hold from Titan side than Meraki. Than we saw Meraki. Obviously, they won their round, but it was very close. Their kitchen rounds were very, very close. So much better from them. We have to see if the strat is going to work for them. But nonetheless, with this time will tell. Quick work coming out from Meraki here to try and put pressure on Bakery, but still Titans not having any of it. As I say that, Reds get 8 on. There goes the Wamai, I believe he was playing behind the bakery table, and now the player in prep does get spotted out, but a 5v4 for Meraki advantage. Reds losing some HP, but still the advantage onto Meraki.
Another grenade goes out and no cigar, but Reds does take out vertical. And that was the Goyo taken out, and alongside his shield at that. And now we see Reds pushing into side already.
Bomb
They'll see
located
the
by
Jackal
attackers.
scan. Notice somebody's behind the bomb, and no, it's not behind the bomb, it's behind the counters. They'll spot out the castle, takes them out with ease, and takes
Will we
out
see another ace?
They're at that.
But did you see another ace? Reds with the. Oh my soul! What a play from Reds, getting himself an ace for pushing in, gets an 8, gets the second, gets the third, the fourth, and even the fifth at the end, and just clutches that round out for Meraki. Well, there's nothing to clutch because nobody died on Meraki side. A flawless round from them, and bringing them to a 5-3 lead. Reds, what a player from Meraki side. This is the second time that I've witnessed him ace, and oh my, I can't. It's just beautiful to witness.
The beast has awoken. Last time they let him play the Monty, and they got rid of the Monty, and he went on to the Buck, and now he's proving that he can do it with the Sledge
Attackers
too.
need to locate and defuse
I
as
can
many
aim
bombs as they can.
Anybody, he says. Well played by Reds.
Yeah, just I believe it's that I think we did interview Go On, and he did say that if you ban Reds Monty, he obviously gets mad and he comes in ace. Well, now we've seen it. Reds wasn't able to play Monty for 3 games now, which is I think he had a lot of aggression to just put out, and therefore he let it out, and well played from him there to ace that round and just
10
give a
seconds left
bigger
before insertion.
gap to Meraki.
Yeah, he's just fed up now.
5 seconds left before insertion.
I wonder what players or teams are gonna do now. Let him play
Attackers are
Monty
heading out.
and all the other guys, or just
Let him
let
ace.
him be. Let him be. Let him be. But we're gonna see what Titan is gonna answer back with this round. I'm not sure how the Wamai died first in that previous round, but I think
Nate.
that it's just I couldn't figure out if he had ABSs and
I think
Wamai's.
Might have been because of the Thatcher. It does look like the Thatcher is disabling stuffs.
Yeah, but do you have all your Wamais by the door? Don't you have ABS by
I don't
your
know.
pocket close by? Or Wamai just on your side close by? But we don't know. Which is what Meraki is gonna try to figure out now. The ABS that was, the Thatcher EMP that was tossed out didn't disable the Wamais on the door, or was it already 10 seconds after? Oh,
I think it might have been. To be honest, that Thatcher did come out very soon. So, I think the gadgets came back up and running, but now all the utilities wasted on this bakery, and it looks like, Titans are just going to hold them back. We see more Ramidus coming out, and now no more nades from Red's side. So we won't use that Ramai very first. Oh, as I say that, Oryx says no to me and picks off sandals on the Ramai on the bakery table. And now, Red's on this red stairs just making a push. I believe he knows somebody that is on bar. He does not spot him out and gets a bullet hole. He does get picked off, and now a 4v4 for Meraki. And Titans actually, because do they know that he's down?
Yeah, he's down. He finally gets killed off, and we see a trade back by RX onto vertical, and it is now 3v4 situation for Meraki, and Meraki does take out Cannibal. Oh, Titan is falling apart at the moment. Such a good hold. I don't know where it fell apart exactly, but it is falling apart nonetheless. The castle stuck in the same position as he was last time, but Dropshot does get a kill of his own, and the castle taking out the Nomad, trying to aggressively push in. Sly Butter taking out Kinko. This is a good comeback from Titans.
Well done. Well done from Titans, clutching that round up and just not letting Meraki at all. Drop shot and Slybutt is saying no. Just you got side, you got all our players, but we're not going to let you through. We are the final defense, and you shall not break us. And break them, they did not. As Titan takes that round and just brings them closer to maybe a victory. They need 3 rounds in a row, or maybe 2, and then if Meraki takes it to match point, clutching it out and take it to overtime. But we'll just have to see how this plays. Meraki playing really well, taking those advantages, but Titans not giving up, fighting till the end, and really just showing what they are capable of.
Yeah, the aggression from Meraki in that last part of the round kind of got a better of them there. They still had quite a bit of time. They could have slowed things down and just find where the 2 players are and set up a plan to draw them out and kill them that way. Instead, they just pushed one by one into the same breach, and they suffered the consequences. I mean, in that situation, you need to keep your composure, as we've seen them do in loads of other rounds and loads of other matches. And I think it's just the frustration of really trying to end this match, and it's so close.
Yeah, it's been a very long game. This is the 3rd map. I can imagine for the players. It's tiring for us, casting for about almost 3 hours now. We've been casting since 6 o'clock. So verticals usually oil shield. Not sure who blew that one up, but now he has to rotate his other shield and put the second one into freezer. Now it's a bit of waste utility, but still he has a second one. He just has to not be able to play it on the other spot. Only have one to play, but still well played from them to just, I don't know, read the situation. But yeah, it's been very long. It's been quite tough for both teams. It's been very close for them. Just we've seen a lot of action.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a test of stamina now and endurance, because Meraki's gonna want to end it off, but Titan still has to climb a mountain, and the Goyo does some kickflips, and the cigar bar taken out from that area.
Flips. Just your analogy. And Slybutter trading one back, getting one for himself as well. And there's Oryx, the IQ getting taken out. A very interesting pick for him. But now Sanders losing some HP. Well, now 4v4. Well, there we go. Red's losing HP as well. You see the monsters from both teams just really showing up. But now back down to a standstill. A minute left on the clock. We have to see how Meraki are going to change this up and try and get this bond down.
Yeah, it seems like they're trying to go for a default plan push, and that is going to be determined if they can get those freezer people outside of freezer, or the bathroom people in pixel off position. Gohan does get rid of Cannibal, and Kingzo, and I think Cobras did spot the guy in bathroom, but it was pushed back by the toxic babe, and Gohan is gonna take the position upstairs and probably trust his teammates to get the plant down, and he can watch it or listen for it from above. And there goes the plant. The bathroom goes to the peak, and there goes the toxic babe. It does take out and stop the defuse. And now they're in a bit of a pickle. It's a 3v3, and Red sacrifices himself. Does breathe in a little bit of toxic canisters, and Nomad pushing in a bit too far in there.
Slugger is down, and now the 2v2 Gohan and Reds. Reds does picked off, but now Gohan has to pick off this Jaeger. He does get spotted out, and there we go. Both players from Meraki get taken out. Well played from Dropshot, well played from Titan. Now getting that DQ, really clutching it out. And we have a 5-5. We have a tie now. Now it is anybody's game, because from here it can either go into Meraki's side, they can clutch it out, or Titans can, you know, have a bit of a comeback and really just clutch this one out for them.
Yeah, it was looking like Meraki's game at first, and now it's just level head now. It's all level. They're neck and neck, and I would say the advantage is towards Titans as they're on defense, but Meraki's attacks have been pretty solid so far. They have won one attack, which was on Kitchen, so I don't know. So far it's looking like Titans might go for the win, but they are going into reading, which they've never gone to before. So we'll see if that might make or break it for Titan.
Yeah, I just like point out that yes, you did say Meraki's only attack that they won was on the Kitchen, and it was the only it was the round that Raids aced. So it just shows that that round wouldn't have been made without Raids. I'm not giving any hate to any of the other players, but Raids did fund that round. So it just means that the attacks at the moment are looking very dire, because as soon as Raids died there at the end, Gohan was left in a 1v3 situation and was unable to clutch it out. Dropshot just took the better of it, had the better gun skill in that moment, and clutched it out for his team. But still, it's a bit shaky for Meraki at the moment, because the only attack that they won was an ace from Reds, so it's just looking a bit scary.
Yeah, you cannot. Well, you can if you're some siege god, but you cannot ace every round, especially with top tier players like these. And it's just again in that similar situation, I saw the aggression get a bit too much again, especially with the Nomad pushing all the way into Freezer after the bomb has been planted. Wasn't a wise move at all. They should have played for the man count, and they didn't. And now we see the reading room, and is it reading room and dining, or is it train? Reading room.
Yeah, it's dining.
Cool, and they have a top hold, so they're gonna have to deal with a lot of players up at the top. Is it a lot, or is it just one or two? So far it's looking like one in heaven, and if this Ash can spot out the top of the head of whoever's in heaven, we might get the better of them. They did castle up, and this Red's taking out drop shot. I think that was Reds onto Jaeger on the top floor in heaven. Sandals does take out Reds, so Reds is off the board, and Titan must be breathing freely now, knowing that the guy who can ace is off the board.
Yeah, and then Oryx there, but Oryx as well, just a monster of a player, picking off verticals on the Bandit, I believe, yes. And now it just, advantage back to Meraki's side, a 4v3, yes. We did see that one off trade from the Ash and the Jaeger. I wanted to point that out, the rivalry, the two OG, mains of everybody now being both taken off of the board. With a minute 10 left on the clock. These players are getting spotted out. I believe the smoke is in Piano now. And, well, he has been spotted out, but he will rotate, and I believe he will drop the hatch. He does drop the hatch into train, and there we go. 2, 3 kills coming out from Titan side, and now Gohan drops unfortunately, I don't think that was his plan. He does get spotted out. Shots do not connect, but now left in a huge mountain to try and clutch this. Player lying on the prone on the floor in the hallway. Sly Butter picking off Go on there at the end, and well, now Titans taking it to match point.
Yeah, topsy-turvy we go. Titan in the lead, and Meraki looking not so good. Not so
Yeah.
good at all.
Really, Meraki really struggling on the attacks. We obviously see them as a team on the attacking side. Their attacks are beautiful. Their attacks are swift. They just, they demolish teams. But at the moment today, the attacks haven't been the best. We obviously saw the theme park. It was struggling. Their clubhouse was a bit better, but still most of their rounds were taken on defense, I believe. But at the moment, it's looking very troublesome for them, especially when they are a really good attacking team and they haven't taken one more attacking round from the round that Reds did ace.
Yeah, and it's really down to their they're getting so aggressive, and on the execution, and after the execution, it's starting to sort of be a detriment to their strats, because in all 3 rounds they could have won that. They managed the previous round they didn't get the plant down, but in all the other rounds they managed to get the diffuser down. It's just due to aggression that every player was taken out and the defenders got the defuse. So I think if they can realize that rather sooner than later, that just slow down the aggression at post plant, or slow down the aggression on the execution, and maybe we'll have more players still left alive, and we can stop the defenders from retaking the plant.
Yeah, some players getting spotted out, shots going through from players, but we do see now Meraki just trying to get this intel. Titans are going back down to kitchen, so we could see a change of events again. But obviously Meraki did dominate their both kitchen attacks. Unfortunately, the one they were just not able to connect everything. Obviously, drop shot and Sly Butter clutching up that round previously. I just want to say as well, if you guys are new to the stream, if you're joining in with us only this late, the score is currently 6-5. It is match 3. The scores are 1-all. First game was on theme park. Titans took it 7-1 to Meraki, or 7-1 to Titan, and then Clubhouse was a 7-5 in favor of Meraki. Reds does lose a lot of HP and he loses his life as well. It does get picked off, but will he be able to get revived? There is a bandit trick going onto this wall of Freezer. It does not connect onto that thermite charge, but yes.
I think he did the wrong wall.
Yes, he did.
And he realized that and got off it. And a very wise decision indeed. You don't want to die to an exothermic charge. No. And
Attackers have located
now
bomb.
the attention has been diverted onto main and Freezer. I was going to mention that it was looking like a turtle kind of hold from Titan, because they had no roamers in Whiskey, and it's just everybody was on site. I'm not sure if that was a good idea.
It wasn't. That was a bit of a very aggressive play from that Melusi of Cannibal, trying to push out into small bake. He does get punished for it, and now a 5v4, 50 seconds left on the clock for Meraki. It's really looking well from there. There we start seeing the vertical play, and there we go. Red's getting a second for himself. He didn't get picked off, and now he's punishing Titans because they didn't finish him off at when he got down. But now at the moment it's looking very strong for Meraki. Maybe they can bring this to overtime, but maybe Titans can clutch this out. This play does get spotted. RX gets one for himself. He does get refragged by the castle, and now the Wamai castle 2v4. They have to make something work here. 20 seconds left on the clock. Melusi just giving intel. Castle picks up one for himself. RX, getting the castle, and now Verticals left in a 1v3. Plant is going down. Does spot a play in Freezer. Does not connect the shots. There is a player prone on the floor. He doesn't know where he's going. Straight for the plant. Unable to get there in time. Reds picks him off before he can, and well, there we go. Meraki taking it to overtime, really clutching it out. And now this is our first overtime. It's the cider map. over time, it's it's very scary at the moment. We don't know who's gonna win. It's a close game.
I think it's our first overtime ever,
It
right?
is. It is. It is.
Milestone.
Yep. It really is. Second
Yeah.
ace from Reds and overtime.
And yeah, and only one rehost in
Yeah.
only one
at
rehost
least
this
in
whole
3 games at
Yeah.
least.
I wasn't sure about that Titan hold. Everybody's just stuck into sight.
Yeah.
Fish in a barrel. Really, all the vertical, pressure was a little too much, and and the castle being surrounded in freezer just didn't work out for them. A little bit of a misplay by Titan, and I think they know it.
Yeah. I hope it's not going to be, the deficit of them. If that round, if, they lose this overtime, if that round was the cause of them losing because of that aggression, because of the positioning of them that wasn't up to standards and wasn't correct or, really beneficial for them. Hopefully it's not going to be the case, but we'll have to just see how Meraki can, change up their attack and if they can
10
clutch this one
seconds left
out.
before insertion.
Well, the good news for Titan is that they have
5
defense
seconds
now
left.
on
Yep.
overtime, and I mean, it's very hard to say for Meraki because they're such good attackers.
Yeah.
It's just that one element that's taken them off their game is the aggression near the end. So yeah, it's pretty interesting to know that one team's got defense, which is a good thing, but then the team that is really good at attack has attack.
The attack, yeah. It's very troublesome for Titans, but remember, Meraki haven't been doing the best on their attacks today. I believe they have only won the 2 attacking rounds this game, and then they won not too many on the previous game. I think they won 4 on Clubhouse. So at the moment, their attacks are looking very dire.
Located by
But
attackers.
still, hopefully they can try it. We do see going white, Reds, going for white stairs.
With a
The
drone
drone
in
stopped.
front of him.
Yeah, getting the pings and the ashtards going up, and their verticals almost all his
Taking a lot of damage from his own Goyo shield, and I think one of those drones is it's just a dead drone. It's not there. It's not being used. I almost thought there was a Mozzie, and I just
Yeah,
had a little bit of a brain fart there.
so you made me think as well.
But anyway, vertical does take a lot of damage. Oh, didn't know about it, but the
Just
shot
missing
was
it.
slightly off.
Just missing it. Very well played from Reds, and the intel coming out from Meraki, just trying to get those players from down below. Unfortunately, the shots didn't hit, but the advantage is in favor of Meraki. Look at the HP on Titan's side. Some of their players are really struggling at the moment with HP wise, but it looks like RX wants to go for white as well, and I think Reds is repelled onto the heaven balcony. Will he jump in? Will Titan read this? I don't know, but we'll have to see how this plays out.
It almost seems like everybody knows where everybody's gonna be because somebody's holding white, somebody is holding obviously pixel, but now Reds take out vertical.
RX?
No, took out the Goyo. And
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Alright.
Oh, yeah. But
And-
now,
Somebody's pushed in. I think it's the thermite and the cobras. He's gonna get the plant down, and Ash is gonna breathe in those toxic canisters again. But he's gonna be a good support player for the thermite. The plant does go down, and this time the aggression is toned down a little bit, and it's working out for them. But the Ash does go down. 35 seconds left on a post plant. Will they be able to hold this? And will the smoke be able to clutch it? And no, the round goes to Meraki.
yep. Sorry for interrupting you there, that round, but
No,
yeah,
it's-
it's just a lot of, plays coming out there, trades just coming in and out, teams going one-sided. Oh no, now we have that one. No, we taking that advantage back. No, we have that advantage again. No, we getting plant down. So it's just very neck and neck at the moment. And well, 7-6, Meraki have defense now. They won their attack, so Titans have to play their attack perfectly now. They have to win this one out if they want to take it to the final straw, to take that defense. But at the moment, Meraki is, looking terrifying. Both teams are actually looking terrifying at the moment. But Meraki obviously winning the attack in favor of defense on Cafe. And they have defense now. I don't know what to make of it, but it's just looking very scary.
Yeah. And looking at the pattern, Meraki won most of their defense. So, and they are going top floor, which was the very first round they went to, and they won. So either Titan has to pull all the stuffs out, and win this round off, or it's just going to be a recurring event as the first round was.
Yeah. I also just want to say, if you guys are new to the stream, please like and subscribe and turn post notifications on. I know you, but we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We are trying our best. Share with a friend, share with your family, get them to subscribe. Just help us out. We really appreciate all the support from each and every one of you. Just turn on those post notifications so that you can be up to date when we do stream again or when we post. The game Run Shark versus OG will be posted soon. It was recorded and not streamed. Unfortunately, it wasn't. But yeah, we will be streaming tomorrow from 12 o'clock. Vanguard Aurora versus Run Shark, so stay tuned for that. But at the moment, overtime, Meraki versus Titan Odyssey being a very close game. First map was in favor of Titan Odyssey. Second map, Meraki, but that was still close. And now the Cafe, the decider, taking it all the way to overtime, really just take it to the last stand to see who will be victorious and who will meet OG in the finals.
Now, Kinzo taking a little bit of damage, not sure from where, but the player we are looking at now is Dropshot. We've seen him be super sneaky around this map and being a thorn to Meraki's defense most of the time. And now, Cannibal taking out RX. What a shot. And RX not surviving. Ow!
Oh!
Wipeout and Cannibal, oh my word, they didn't account for that at all. This is a bad situation for Titan, but they can still make it work though. And they have a nade, a C4 for a nade, and that is it, answer back. But Reds says, nope, I will trade off, and Dropshot is out of the board. And now we have Sandals and Vertical left in Christmas. Are they going to be able to cut this out, Justin?
Hopefully, if they want to take it to the final round, if they want to get that last defense, if they want to push it to the very extreme to clutch this out and really just bring it back for them, there are disadvantages at the moment. 2v3, it's looking very scary for them. Red swinging wide does, put some warning shots, does not connect anything. Oh, and Sandals picks off Cobra there, picks off the play, gets Verticals, gets a second for himself, or gets a second for himself, gets Reds, and now go on left in the 1v2. The plant will be attempted. Smoke left, could stop the plant. Will Sledge be able to cover this? Sledge does get spotted out. Now a 1v1. 40 seconds left on the clock. The Hibana versus the Smoke. The Hibana will retreat into Piano now, and watching the hole does get spotted out. Damage done to her. She will be rotating back to bathroom. Now we have to see if Goan is going to try and stick this or fake it. Does spot out, shoot some warning shots. Now we have to see how he will choose to play this one.
18 seconds left. He can use this time to his advantage. Sandals in and takes him out. Well played by Sandals.
Yo, really well played there. Well played from Sandals there. If that smoke cannon was placed a bit more, to the left, it would have got Sandals there. You did see him lose quite a lot of HP at the end there, but connecting the shots, and now taking this to the final round, the decider round between going into the loser bracket or taking it to the finals to face OG tomorrow. Or I believe it's not tomorrow, Sunday, if I'm mistaken. Oh, tomorrow at 6 p.m. the finals will be happening, and then Sunday is the grand finals. That's what I was getting confused with. But yeah, it's just, oh, my nerves, William.
All those rounds came down to this, all the back and forth, and all of that doesn't matter anymore. It's just this one round. That's all these
Winner
two
takes all.
teams are
Winner
focused
takes
on right
all.
now. And where's the defense gonna be? Right back where it started, top floor.
It's only going to be top floor for these last 3 overtime rounds. But Meraki's on attack. We saw them win their attack. Both rounds have been won on attack on the cocktail defense. So for the defenders on Titan's side, it's looking very scary at the moment because the stats don't lie. It shows that both rounds were won on attack. So at the moment, it is. Oh, I can't.
I don't know. I'm clueless, dumbfounded. Everyone who's watching, who do you think is gonna take it? Come on.
One round.
Drop those comments. Drop those comments quick before the round ends.
Quickly.
Who's
One
gonna
last
take this
round.
So we see a push, typical
Yep.
push,
Top.
and yeah, what I'm interested to see what Dropshot is gonna do. He
Yeah.
is on the Jaeger. He's gonna sneak away and do a flank, or is he gonna play the typical Jaeger role? And what's Red's gonna do on the Ash?
Yeah, it's just Reds and Dropshot at the moment. The very strong players. Sandals as well, really showing up, and RX as well. Both teams really putting up their fight, really just playing. And we do see a cigar take already. I believe Sophia is in cigar shop already. With 2 minutes left on the clock. Very quick, swift push coming from them. But 1 round left. 2 minutes left on the clock to make it or break it. Who will win this out? It also
I
gives
think
me
Kingzo was taking a couple of shots from Freezer onto the soft cigar place, but now they need to get rid of. And Cannibal does take out RX on the Sophia, and it trickled down to a 3v5, but Kingzo answers back onto Vertical after Dropshot took out one of them. I think it was Gohan, and that is it. Now we have Kingzo, Reds, and Cobras left to take on the 4 other defenders of Sandal, Sly Butter, Cannibal, and Dropshot. They do have the advantage in terms of man count and health count. The Thermite goes down. This is trickling down for Meraki. Not looking good. Dropshot just almost putting the nail on the coffin, now forcing Meraki onto a 2v4 clutch situation. Will they be able to reverse what happened at the previous round?
I'm biting my nails out of anxiety at the moment. This is just such a stressful situation. Go on does get picked off. Reds gets one for himself. He gets picked off, and Titan Odyssey take it to the finals. Final round, final, push for them, and really just making work of it, and just well played from them. Really well played. They deserved it. They did their very best. Obviously their theme park was such a good game. Clubhouse, they had some issues with their teammates' connectivity, but now just bringing it to the final map, Cafe, the decider, bring it to the very last round of overtime to decide who plays tomorrow against OG. What a game. Just
congratulations to Titans. That was an epic run all the way to the last round. Man.
Yeah, it just shows the type of team they are. They didn't give up, not once. And Meraki didn't give up either. Meraki came from losing a 7-1 to winning a 7-5 on Clubhouse. Obviously, Titans was disadvantaged with their players, but still, they fought to the very end. Both teams fought to the very end. They tried their very best. Well, Titans just came up on top.
Yeah, jeez, that was intense. I mean, most of the time, who was...
Hello. We will be interviewing the player from Titan Odyssey, Ruan, Mr. Sandals. Yeah, how do you feel at the moment?
Yeah, I'm very shaky, me. That was a very intense game. Meraki put up a good fight. But
Yeah,
you can hear my voice. I'm very, very shaky for that. But I'm so happy that we won.
Yeah, you guys really deserved it. You really fought till the end. Not once did you guys give up. You did have a lot of issues on Clubhouse with Vertical, obviously, being disconnected for quite a lot of the rounds and having to play 4v5, but it didn't put you guys down. You still fought to the very end. It will to the final round to decide who plays tomorrow.
Well, when it was a 4v5, we did get a little bit of like demotivated because it's 4v5s and everyone knows how frustrating 4v5s is. And
Yep.
I think all the casters can say like every game we've been in, it's like just issues with 4v5s and stuff, and it's not fun, but we still pull through and we still just keep going trying to win.
Yeah, Justin and I were speaking earlier that we hope that Dropshot doesn't disconnect and he stays in the match throughout the entire thing and somebody else disconnects.
Yeah,
Seems
the very last round on Cafe as well. Vertical's game froze and we was like, oh fuck.
Oh, no.
And then Shaw just picks up 2 kills and I was like, oh yes, let's go. And it just changed instantly from oh fuck to oh yes. And I was
Yes.
just, yeah.
Yeah. But
Well done, dude.
how did you guys prepare for this matchup versus Meraki?
Well, first of all, we tried doing scrims and stuff against people to just see what we can do against them because obviously they're a very, very good team. And they proved that like they aren't a bad team at all. They put up such a good fight against us. Theme Park, obviously a bit of a struggle for them, but then again, we are very, very strong on Theme Park. So I see why they a little bit struggled. But then again, before the game started, they had to move it to 6. And we was in there getting ready, like stratting and everything, trying to work out what's going to work and what's not going to work. And then the game, like 10 minutes before, tells us, oh, the game moved till 6. And we're like, okay, then we have more time to prepare for them. But we was ready for them. We was ready for the fight that they're going to bring. Because again, the match with ATK, they put up such a good fight against them. And we thought ATK might win. But then Meraki just pulled up a big fight against ATK and beat them. So we was like, oh, fuck, this is going to be a hard game, but we can still beat them.
Yeah, and very well played from both of you guys. Actually, just showed what you guys are capable of. Meraki, obviously, we know them as a very strong attacker team. We didn't see that much today. You guys obviously are good. I'm not quite sure what you guys are the best at. But we obviously just know Meraki as just winning all the attacks. We didn't see that much today, but it was still very close from both of you guys, from both teams, and just you guys came up on top. And I think it's a well-deserved victory. You guys fought hard through all the problems, all the trouble that you guys got in the game. You guys didn't give up and you fought till the very end.
Yeah, well, we had to. We can't just give up and let them have the free win. We have to fight for the win. If they want it, they're going to have to deserve it.
And and deserve it, you guys did. So very well played from you guys. And we hope to see some more good gameplay tomorrow against OG. Care to explain like how you guys are going to prepare? What's your mindset for tomorrow? Obviously playing OG in the finals, trying to get that final spot in the grand finals.
Well, I think everyone in the team is ready, including me. I think we are ready to take them on. We have been preparing for them from the start, them and ATK. We thought they're going to be the 2 biggest competitors. And then Meraki obviously just, I don't know, they just pulled out a big, big fight that no one expected. Well, none of us expected, really. And so we really prepared for OG and ATK more than we did for Meraki. So I think we are ready to take on OG as well tomorrow.
Yeah, and he definitely showed that today.
Yeah. I think it's really, we did see that, and we hope tomorrow, hopefully there's not issues tomorrow with Vertical's internet.
Hopefully there's no internet problems or Uplay server problems or anything. I just want to have one game where we have 5v5s the whole time.
And no rehosts.
Yeah.
But William, if you have any other questions to ask Ruan.
I have a list here. I'm just trying to pick out the main one. Oh yeah, the round that you guys defended. It was the one round that I probably completely disagreed with because you guys defended like you normally defend all the other rounds, and then when it came to this round, you all just bunched up into side. I think it was in kitchen.
Oh
I
yes,
just
that's because
avoid
the
waiting.
first time we tried holding it, fucking Cannibal got grenaded instantly, and then Von got slammed by Reds in prep,
Yeah, when
and
he,
we was like, oh, this is not gonna work, and I was like, fuck this, just Von go inside
hold
and
them.
try just do something because it's match point. We might as well just try and change it because they're not gonna expect that. And then they push from the back, and I had to go get a hatch. And when I ran down, I was like, oh fuck, there's someone on window.
yeah, because that,
Okay.
I was hoping that if you guys didn't win, that was gonna be, you know, probably the worst because of being at match point and then losing that round. From just them Meraki just swapping up the attack completely, I think you guys would have been devastated. But at least you guys didn't. You fought hard. You guys just carried on pushing, and well, look to the very end there. It was very close. We were, even us as the casters, we were tense for you guys. We were tense for the players. And well, yeah, it's just well played.
Yeah, it was a very good game. GG to Meraki.
Yeah.
Thank you for casting.
Thank you, my man. That was a very great match, and
Thank you.
congratulations. We'll see
Thank
you
you.
in the forthcoming matches.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you for the entertainment. Thank you for actually making it interesting. But yeah, good luck for tomorrow. We will
Thank you.
see you guys tomorrow at 6 p.m. Yes, against OG. Yeah, thank you for coming to speak to us. Thank you for letting us hear your insight in the game and you know what your guys' thoughts were over on etc.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Cheers, man. Okay. Well, that's the game, William.
Yeah, and that
Um,
concludes us too. Our voices are tired.
Yes,
I
we
could probably go for another 1 or 2 more.
No,
No.
no,
Joking.
tomorrow.
Not.
12
I-
tomorrow, I'll be
I
fine. Not now.
actually regret saying that, especially with admin hearing
Yes.
it.
He's gonna put us into another game and make us cast for I don't know how long. But
Yeah, but anyway, if you guys enjoyed that, please like and subscribe and hit that bell notification button. It really means a lot to us. And we'll see you guys in the upcoming matches
Yep.
tomorrow.
we will see you guys at 12 p.m. tomorrow morning with I think it's Vanguard Aurora versus Runshock in the loser brackets, and then we will just continue streaming from there tomorrow. And yeah, I just got confirmation that at 3 p.m. it's 80K versus Meraki, and then we have the finals at 6 p.m. OG versus your victors of today's game, Titan Odyssey. And yeah, I just want to remind everybody to go get water. I also need to go get water. I'm a bit posh now and a bit dehydrated, but just stay hydrated, drink water. It is very hot. And just stay healthy. And we appreciate each and every one of you guys. We love each and every one of you. And yeah, till tomorrow.
Yeah, Justin and William, and ciao ciao.
Yo, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, what am I doing? Did I do it right? Yeah, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, I can't think straight, need the light. I need to breathe, get me up and out of the sheets, onto my feet. Another cup of coffee and me, that's what I need. My eyes puffy, I can't see. I'm too tired to function, but too lost to sleep. Ay, I think I need to be on something medication. I think I need to figure out the segregation. I think I needed just a better education to understand a world that's so complicated. Intoxicated, every night faded, just so I can sleep thinking that it's sated. I feel hated, I feel hatred. I'm lost deep in my mind that I've created. I have dreams where my life is devastated. Feel so real that I wake up shaking. Need thicker skin cause this life is no haven. Nod your head if you get what I'm saying. All these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, what am I doing? Did I do it right? Yeah, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, I can't think straight, need the light. Yo, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, what am I doing? Did I do it right? Yeah, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, I can't think straight, need the light. I don't really think I understand this world now. Got my head spinning round in a circle. Everybody lacks what they need internal, so they compensate with everything external. Not trying to throw shade, no way. I'm just trying to find the meaning of life, hey. There's happiness if you try to live the right way. Forget about what others have and live your life, hey. Be aware of who you are, what you're good at. Take a step forward, see where your foot's at. Stand tall, stand proud. talk loud. Every word out your mouth has purpose now. You just gotta get rid of the bad thoughts. Hating others cause you know that they gotta lie. Forget that though, you got plenty, you're alive in this life. You got time, go get it. All these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, what am I doing? Did I do it right? Yeah, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, I can't think straight, need the light. Oh, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, what am I doing? Did I do it right? Yeah, all these thoughts keep me up at night. Yeah, I can't think straight, need the light. Oh. I said you better watch what you're doing, cause I ain't gonna stop when I'm moving. I'm headed to the top, I'ma do it. I'm headed to the top, I'ma prove it. And baby girl, I like what you're doing. Your body's out of sight when you're moving. You look just like my type, so let's do it. You know I'll treat you right, let me prove it. And I could go all night, I'm sick of being nothing. All right, I'm gonna be something. I'll fight with every breath, trust me. I'ma be the one at the top, you can't touch me. I need to find somebody like me, who wants to be something. I bleed with every word coming. I would rather die than be someone who's nothing. I'm the type of dude who will not remain nameless. I'm the type of dude who is headed for greatness. I'm the type of dude who could really make changes, cause I'm the type of dude that's becoming contagious. I'm the type of dude that will always be ageless. I'm the type of dude that will always feel shameless. I'm the type of dude that they say is fucking heinous, cause I'm the type of dude that you know is fucking dangerous. I'ma take it now, no you're never gonna break me. I'ma stay loud in the face of the hate, see. I'ma speak out, take the muzzle off my face. Breathe out of my mouth every word that will make me. Never had a doubt of the life that I'm making. Never had a doubt of the fight I'll be facing. Never had a doubt of the nights I'll be aching. Life is all about having dreams that you're chasing. With me now, I'll leave your ass in the street now. I'll put your ass underneath ground. I'll bury you 6 feet deep now. And you better stay down. Get the hell out of my way now. It doesn't matter what you say now. I'm gonna take hold of fate now. I'm the type of dude who will not remain nameless. I'm the type of dude who is headed for greatness. I'm the type of dude who could really make changes, cause I'm the type of dude that's becoming contagious. I'm the type of dude that will always be ageless. I'm the type of dude that will always feel shameless. I'm the type of dude that they